store that I've been building. Guys, give me a big yes in the chat box if you can hear me loud and clear. Just make sure you can hear me loud and clear. Let me just try and find everyone. Welcome, everyone. Guys, I have lost my voice. I'm going to need your help. We're going to be interacting a lot. And I have so much to share with you today. It's insane. Let's just see, before we get started, I've got someone very special, a fellow member who is responsible for the second fastest Shopify store of 2017. This guy did $2 million in 60 days. Has done $5 million to date. And what's most incredible about this guy is that what he does is replicatable. So I said to him, if it's replicatable, then maybe you can actually get me to build a site. I've been trying to do this for 3 years. I just don't have time. And we've been building it for the last week. I can tell you I had my first $2,000 day today, just 7 days after starting. So we've got one heck of a session for you. Before we get started, let me ask you a simple question. Who here has a successful Shopify store? Give me a yes or a no. Okay, we got a mixture of yeses, a bunch of no's. All right, now, for those of you that say no, what is the biggest reason you think you have been unsuccessful in building a Shopify store? No traffic? Don't know what products to sell? Building it out? Confusion? Too many steps? Saturation? Money? All right. I'm telling you right now, guys, in the next hour, we're going to solve all of those issues. I'm a busy person. I think you guys know I'm running multiple businesses. I don't have time. I've been sick the last week. I do not have time to build a Shopify store, but I know deep down that as a company that that provides you with tools and brought you the very best trainers, whether it's Roger, whether it's Tammy, whether it's Chris, you guys know that, you know, what we do is provide you with all the tools to be successful. And our trainers are the most successful people of their kind in Shopify and e-commerce. I really needed to build a store. I've never had the time to do it. I'm just like you. I had the time and had the resources. It just, you know, it's too many things going on in my life to be able to do this. So when someone came along and shared with me a way that I could literally copy and paste winning products, winning creatives, I had to test it. And today you're going to see exactly how I have built a business that I believe is going to hit $1 million. And you can see it's doing thousands of dollars a day already. And it only just started a week ago. Guys, if you are excited about this, if you're ready to get started, just give me a big yes in the chat box. And again, I do apologize for the voice, a mixture of excitement and a bit of flu as well at the same time. All right, Brett, if you can hand me the screen, let me just get it to full screen. I'm just going to get swap presenter view. You should be able to see my screen. All right, guys, you can see my screen. Just give me a big yes in the chat box. Guys, I want to tell you something. I was this close from saying we're not going to do the session. I really was this close. But we have something here that is just, it's so unique. Our guest today would not have been able to do it at another point. It was either we do it now or we would never get this done. And I know that there are going to be people here whose lives are going to change, which is why we went ahead and we did this. So guys, thank you very much for joining us and being part of this and the sensitivity of my voice. I appreciate you guys helping me through this. All right, as you know, Roger's away. I went and decided to do something crazy and to actually build an eCom business of my very own from scratch with a little help of my friends. All right, I must admit, when Roger goes away, things change. I'm a little bit lonely. Roger's the greatest marketer I've ever had the pleasure to work with. And when he's away, I get a little bit bored. I do some crazy things, and I'm always looking for what can I do that will be different, that will be a little bit of fun. So I thought I'd do something, and I'll actually break a barrier that I had in my own life. It's a barrier, I admit to it. I decided I wanted to build my own e-commerce store. I've got a week and I wanted to do it. Now, this has got to be the most hideous picture of me. I think Grandpa, who did this, his name of our designer, got the worst photo. I've lost 20 kilos since then, by the way, guys. But I'm a facilitator. Most of you guys know I'm a facilitator. We have generated, for many of our members, a ton of amazing results with Amazon, with Shopify, with Google Shopping, with Roger, Tammy, and Chris. I've always viewed myself as a facilitator. I've never looked at myself as a person that builds the e-com stores himself. Why? Because it would be a detour for our companies. We're doing extremely well doing what we do. I need to be focused on doing what I do, what I believe which is best, which is making sure our clients get the very best training, the best software they could possibly get from the very best trainers out there. I spend all day and all night bringing to you guys, and you guys know over the years, some of the most incredible trainings from the very best trainers that there are out there. But then something changed. With Roger being away, I met someone and I realized this was an opportunity for me to do something and to break a personal barrier. And I must admit, it is a personal barrier, and I had excuses. Who's that person? And he's going to save me from having to speak too much. This guy built the second fastest Shopify store of 2017. He generated over $2 million in 60 days. He's making a sale every minute of the day. It's insane, absolutely insane. Now, just a little warning. You're going to meet someone who's somewhat of a recluse. He's never done a webinar in his life. He's only ever shared what we're about to share with you today with a few clients, a handful of clients who are paying him between $20,000 and $35,000 for his time, which is an incredible amount of money. But guess what? Every single time, he's helped them build a multiple 6- and 7-figure business. Now, I don't know you, but I would willingly pay someone $20,000 or $30,000 if I knew it would make me $1 million, right? But that's the only people he's ever worked with. Now, when I met him, and actually he is a part of our membership, but I reached out to him because he's been in touch with us. I asked him, since I had this spare week, I asked him, how did he achieve this? How did he make so much with no background? And I asked him, is this replicatable? Is what he built a fluke, or is it replicatable? In other words, could he teach other people how to generate massive growth fast and on a limited budget? That was my number one question for him. His answer was yes, which is why he runs his $35,000 2-day boot camp. He takes individuals who have no background in Shopify or e-commerce and turns them into high 6- and 7-figure winners. So he says he could do it. So I said to him, listen, Jared, I'm going to make 2 demands. If you could do the following, I'm going to bring you onto a webinar in front of our very best members. Number 1, I want you to share everything you know and everything that you share with your $20,000 to $35,000 bootcamp members. Everyone. I want everyone in my membership to benefit from your knowledge. That's number 1. I then said, he said that's no problem. I said, before I do this, I've got a bigger request. I need proof. I need you to help me build a 7-figure e-commerce business from scratch by walking me through the steps. And you've got 7 days to get me traction, which is an absolutely insane request. Now, this guy is very confident about what he does, but there's a lot of confident people out there. And there's no way I could bring someone that I have only met 2 weeks ago, that I only started a store 1 week ago. I could only bring him on if I knew absolute clinical proof that this guy could generate a huge amount of money for each and every one of you that are here today. And by the way, don't worry. You guys are going to get $35,000 of value right now, today. Now, did it work? If you notice, that chart over there, December 6th, the number I had was 0. I started from 0. That is a real, you know what, I'm going to go in live into my store just a second. But I want you to see the progression. December the 7th was my first store, my first payday, $51.88. December the 8th, $131.82. December 9th, $265.68. December 10th, $527. December 11th, $1,094. December 12th, $12.95. Guys, give me a big wow if you think those numbers are pretty hot for the very first week that I have this store. All right, let me show you something that you may just completely lose it. I'm going to show you right now in live time. This is my store. You can see my name there. And we're getting a ton of viral traffic. Look at this. Today, we're on 1936. Look at those numbers. I'm a complete newbie. I started off a week ago on 0. I'm now on 1936. Not only am I driving traffic, I'm getting ridiculous amounts of viral traffic as well. I've made $2,000 already today. Guys who already cannot believe it. Look at this. Total sales, $5,000. These are my total sales ever because I only started a week ago. These numbers are absolutely insane. And by the way, I'm going to share with you exactly how we did it. And I did not have to come up with the products. I didn't have to come up with the creatives. I didn't have to come up with the Facebook advertising. I don't have time. I'm running successful businesses. I just don't have time. But we're going to share with you exactly how we did it. And I have to admit, it's got nothing to do with me. It's to do with our guest. And I'm going to share it with you today. This is $35,000 of value you're going to be getting today. By the way, we'll look at my Shopify store in about 40 minutes. Hopefully some more sales will come in. So I haven't quite hit $2,000. I said I would. I'm sure I will. Anyway, yes, that's me. That's my store. 1 week from scratch, limited time. Okay. So I made this unfair demand of our friend Jared. Why did I need this traction today? Why did I tell him that he would not be invited to join us if I wouldn't get this traction? Because I know entrepreneurs. I know our members. And I know him. I know him as an entrepreneur has an ego. I know that he doesn't want to fail. So if I put him to the sword, I know that he will deliver, and he will deliver for our members in a major, major way. But I had a bigger reason why I wanted him to succeed. Well, I had to succeed with this because I know our audience. I know many of our members have jobs. I know many of our members are at home multitasking. I know many of our members have life obligations. I know that many of them are short of time. I know many are desperate to build a successful e-com business for themselves, for their children, for their futures, for their past, for all kinds of reasons. And I know time is of the essence. Guys, do you understand why I did this to Jared? Do you think I did a good thing by doing that? I know if this guy can get me as a person that knows, has executed nothing when it comes to e-commerce. I've always been the sidekick. If he could do it for me, who has no time, then he'll be perfect for our members. Russell says, good move, Barry. You're the best mentor, Barry. Thank you, Jay. All right. I'm going to introduce you to Jared. Now, he's got a dead simple and revolutionary way to build e-com stores fast. $2 million in 8 weeks isn't too bad. I'm getting results, and I've never seen anything like this, where I've literally have copied and pasted. I'm going to introduce you to Jared in just a minute. But today, you're going to discover how to find killer products. In fact, Jared is going to open up his Rolodex. He's going to give you his incredible products. Now, what we're not going to do is show you, oh, these are the kind of products you should sell. We're going to show you the store that he is using. I'm going to show you my store. I'm going to show you my products. I made a commitment. I made a commitment with Roger all that time ago, 6 years ago, that when something's working, we're going to share it. Now, that's very easy for me to say, when for the last 6 years, I've basically got Roger to share everything that he's doing. But this was a big test for me, because a week ago, I saw that I was going to build a very, very successful store. And I asked myself the question, am I going to keep true to my word? And am I going to reveal this? And I said, you know what? If you are a man of your word, you won't just reveal it. You're going to give your store, you're going to show your products, and you're going to give everything away. And you know what? Jared is joining me on this journey, and you guys are going to join us as well. So we're going to go through this step by step, and you are going to get everything. We're going to show you how to set up your store to look like a multi-million-dollar store in just a few hours. I mean, super professional. Now, you are going to have to invest about $50 for this because I'm going to want you to make this unique. I'm going to share with you, again, Jared will share with you his Rolodex of experts of who are going to take a bland Shopify store and make it look like $1 million. Okay? Guys, I want you to make a transformation, and I want this to happen fast like it's happened for me. We're going to share with you how to test with Facebook blistering fast. Why? Because Jared is going to provide you with creatives. So I don't care if you're brand new to Shopify, if you're brand new to e-commerce, we're going to give you everything. I've never seen results this fast, and I'm going to share with you why and how I got there, and Jared will share with you how he helped me to get there. Plus, we're going to show you how to scale up blistering fast. I was making $50 7 days ago. I now did $19.36 today. So if you want to leave your job, you want to be out of that door as quickly as you possibly can. If you want a new source of income you can rely on, and you want to prove you can do this, we're going to share with you how you can do this super fast. Plus, you're going to get your hands on $5 million worth of products and creatives for you to copy and paste into your own store. Copy and paste. If you can copy and paste, you can be ready to go. Plus a warning, guys. This is even more insane. This doesn't make any sense even. A small group of our members are going to get access to Jared's $35,000 mastermind for pennies on the dollar. Literally, this is coming up at the end for those of you that just want to go ballistic. You guys want to get a 1 week breakthrough? That's coming up at the end. However, I need your activity. Jared cannot share everything in a public audience. So guys, I need to know that you are enthusiastic and how much this would mean to you. So guys, please keep your interaction, because my voice, I need your interaction regardless. So guys, who's ready to be given products, to be given creatives, to be able to test products, score huge sales, scale up the ecom business, blistering fast, and get $5 million worth of creatives given to them on a silver platter? All right, people are going absolutely ballistic. I can't wait to introduce you to Jared. You know what? Before we even, let's bring Jared on here for a second. Jared,
hey,
first of all,
guys,
let's just give a virtual standing ovation for this guy, Jared Gert. Jared, thank you so much for joining us, my friend. I really do appreciate this. And I appreciate you opening up. First of all, forget this audience. To me, you opened up everything. You gave me products to sell, creatives, the Facebook advertise, everything. And I know I put you under the cosh, my friend, because if I'm going to do this for our audience, I need to know that they're going to be in the most craziest, amazing hands possible. So first and foremost, thank you for trusting me and giving me what you've got, and basically give me everything to build $1 million business. So that's number one. And to be ready and to share this with our audience, I've never seen this before. Not a guy that's got a $5 million store that's basically saying, you know what, just copy and paste what I'm doing. So Jared, first of all, thank you so much.
Barry, thank you for having me on. It's an honor to be here on your webinar, and I'm super excited to show everyone what we're going to do.
And just to be clear about this, Jared, this is the very first webinar you have ever done. I was not joking when I said you're a little bit of a recluse when it comes to online stuff, right?
I don't even really know how to use this GoToWebinar panel yet. So yes, yeah.
First one. Just one question before we get started, Jared. You saw the store now. The numbers are getting absolutely ridiculous at this point. You know, I'm looking at my store. It's now 1962. Where do you think the store is headed over the next 4 or 6 weeks? Where do you think I'm going to be?
Just to clarify, this store's in Eastern Standard Time, so we still have half the day to go. I think it's probably going to break about 3,000 today. And I think in the next 3 to 4 weeks, it should probably hit like $6,000 to $7,000, maybe $8,000 a day.
Well, I'm definitely losing my wife's going to lose her voice. That's incredible. All right, that's insane. That's it, guys. A week ago, I was on zero, nothing. Okay, this is absolutely insane. And we're looking, Jared, over the period of the next 6-8 weeks, talk about a 35% profit margin, something like that.
Yeah, 35%, depending on the product you're selling. It ranges anywhere from like 25 to 45%.
All right, so look, guys, 35%, let's say an average of that. This is just insane. So we're talking about $8,000 a day. That's in profit going to be about $2,500, $3,000 a day. That's a $1 million business in profit right there over the next 4 to 6 weeks. Okay, let's move on. Let's get, we're going to have a lot of Jared during today. So before I share with Jared and share what the form that Jared shared with me, we go through this step by step. We need one small transformation. And I need you to dig deep. I dug very deep in the last 10 days. There's a reason why you and I include I in this, have not succeeded up to now with e-commerce. It's painful to admit, but there is a real reason. There's an elephant in the room, and I want to open it up. And I'm going to share with you something very private. I'm with our very best clients. You guys are dear to us. And I'm going to share with you something very deep and profound, I think, that's been going through my mind for the last year, because I do these live events, and everyone at live events say, listen, Barry, you're this facilitator. You do an amazing job. You bring Roger, you bring Chris, you bring Tammy, you do all these amazing things. But why don't you build an e-commerce business? I give them the real reason, because I'm busy doing this. And then they're still asking, but shouldn't you also do this? And I've always had this feeling in the back of my mind that, you know what, they're right. I have no excuses of not have built an e-commerce business. We've built more success stories and produced more success stories than probably anyone else in online marketing. We have people that are doing millions of dollars. I have Roger by my side if I ever wanted his assistance. I've got the best trainers at my side. And I've never asked them to help me build a store, not once. And I was trying to work out why. So I can say on a superficial level that I'm busy. I've got business to run. I have people to help. I have a community to inspire. But that was an excuse. That was an excuse. Why? Because I know if something was really important to me, I'll get it done. I'm going to ask you a very, very straight question. What is your excuse? And let's be honest, when we got that excuse, it makes us feel good, because we put that excuse on the table and it explains to us why we're unsuccessful. When in the cold light of day, it is no more than an excuse. My excuse was bland. It was awful, because I know if there's something important in my life, I'll get it done. So the fact I'm very, very busy, you know what? Carve out time. Find a way to do this. Watch one less soccer game. You'll be able to find time to carve out an e-commerce business. Guys, be honest. What is your excuse? When I mean excuse that you're willing to admit, it's an excuse that you should be able to overcome, but you're using that as your excuse to make you feel good that you haven't been successful. Please write it down. I won't mention your names. I'm going to wait 20 seconds. Write down in the chat box what that is. I'm going to read out answers without the names. Funds, testing, products, family, work, job, money, time, money, family, wife, single mother, kids. All right. Basically all the excuses, right? Exactly what I've written on the screen. Because I'm married, because I've got kids, I've got a job, I've got relationship issues, I've got confidence issues, I lack money, I don't have the desire, I've been kicked too many times, I lack confidence, I'm depressed. All the excuses. Guys, are you willing to admit that that's a little bit of an excuse? That it's overcomable? Right in the chat box, in your deep down, do you know that's absolute nonsense? Admit, write in the word admit, if you know that that excuse is really not holding water. All right, guys, I had to do that. It's tough, but I overcame this 10 days ago. You see, when I saw Roger make $700,000 last month, I realized this is just insane. I should be doing this. Anyone can do this. I wasn't doing it. I had my excuse, and I wasn't willing to budge. But I was a poor role model. I'll be honest. To you, to my family, to my kids, poor. Because I'm talking about e-commerce. I bring great people on. I tell people how great e-commerce is. I wasn't doing it myself. All right, we've overcome that safety spot. All right, and I think we're going to help you overcome that when we're going to give you an incentive. When you're going to get Jared, the second fastest Shopify store owner of 2017, to reveal his exact formula that others are paying $20,000 to $35,000 to get their hands on. Guys, let's go through this step by step. You ready for this? Give me a big yes. If I go silent, I'm just coughing, guys. I'm trying to just turn off the microphone when I do. All right, let's do it. There's one trait that we need to learn. If you've got this trait, you're done. You can make this. You can build a site like I have. And that trait's a guerrilla trait that J. Conrad Levinson taught me, and that is speed of action. Okay, we need to act fast, because we want to be able to get product up on our stores blistering fast. We want to test blistering fast. We want to take winning products and reverse engineering stuff that's working. We want to scale blistering fast. Why? Because we want to change that confidence, that vicious circle of failure. Trust me, when I got that first sale for $50 a week ago, I was done. I had broken my duck. The game had already ended. When I saw it go to $100 the next day, $200 the next day, I realized, and Jared said, Barry, I told you I'll build you $1 million business. I said, Jared, you're crazy. It's $200. He says, wait for this to scale. We hit $500, $1,000 today. We're about to hit $2,000. Probably going to hit $3,000 by the end of today. Guys, speed is the key. All right. So we need to make sure that we're going to be fast, and we need the help in order to make those sort of breakthroughs. Let's move on. So this is Jared. Look at that nice picture of Jared there. A lot better. I don't know why our designer put such a nice picture of Jared and such a horrible picture of me. But I guess that's it. So here's Jared. This guy's 27 years old. If you want to see his site, it's gadgetsnob.com. The Gadget Snob. Yes.
TheGadgetSnob.com, yeah.
TheGadgetsnob.com. There you go. Guys, we're about to reveal to you everything. We're not going to hold anything back. No surprises. No, oh, by the way, we're not going to tell you this. We're going to tell you absolutely everything. Jared, these numbers are absolutely insane. Anything you want to say about what happened in the store? And you've got these fluctuations of massive growth. You seem to go on holiday for a couple of months in the summer. You come back. You love traveling. What's going on in the store, Jared?
Yeah, well, I've pretty much put the whole store on autopilot at this point, but it's really changed my life. Like you said, it's allowed me to travel and kind of given me freedom to do whatever I want in life and invest in other businesses. But I figured out a formula, and I've helped a select few people so far, and it's been amazing for them as well. And not to mention the free airline miles you get from all the advertisements you're running. So it's been a great journey so far.
It's pretty an impressive journey, if I may say, to date. And what's impressive to me is not that you build a store that's going to hit probably somewhere close to 5 million by the end of 2017. But what's really impressive is that you've done this now for other people, which, we're going to meet one or two of those people, because, you've already helped a handful of people. But you've been written about in Entrepreneur magazine. What's going on there? They heard about your incredible growth. What happened there? How did they do this write-up for you?
Well, it's kind of like atypical growth. You don't really see stores grow this fast. Most people don't really know the formula that I'm using. People are doing e-commerce all wrong. So when the store went from 0 to $2 million in 60 days, that kind of caused a splash in the market. But we've been able to replicate it, and it's been amazing.
I spoke to Shopify, because when we first met, I have obviously our liaison at Shopify. And I just want to say, is this Gary? Heard of this guy? And they said, this guy's a legend. This guy's a legend. It's pretty, 27-year-old to be a legend. It's pretty impressive. But anyway, guys, I hope you're ready to apply this formula over the next 7-10 days, because let's go through this step by step and make sure that you guys get your hands on it, because that's what we're here for. Okay, so step number 1, guys, is we need to find amazing products. If you don't have amazing products, we know that is the be-all and end-all of making money on e-commerce. If your products suck, you ain't gonna make any money. Now, one thing's for sure, and hopefully Roger will be able to come in and share with us. Brett, if you can make sure Roger's around shortly, he can show us around. But what we need to do is find amazing products. This is absolutely critical. We don't want to guess our way through this. Otherwise, you can be testing a lot and you can be wasting a lot of money. Now, some of you guys said that you've got a limited budget, which means you know you're going to test, but you need to test with efficiency. You do not want to test products that don't stand a chance of being successful. Now, here's what you need to know. You do not need to reinvent the wheel when it comes to product testing. You want to take products that are working. You want to simply copy and paste what is already working. Now, I want to give you a little insight. The main product that is selling like crazy for me right now on my website is a product I legally stole from Jared's Rolodex. I never came up with it. And you know what? I even stole the creative from his Rolodex. I didn't even come up with that. Nothing. In fact, you guys want to see one of the products that it's selling like crazy on my website? You guys want to see that? Guys, give me a big yes if you'd like to see the product. The hamster product. You want to see it? I'm going to wait for 900 yeses, guys. I'm going to have to disappear if you aren't interested. All right, everyone's saying yes. You know what, Brett? Can you show everyone this hamster product? Just take a look at this, guys, and tell me if you think this is a very cute creative. Take a look at this.
Предъявите документы, пожалуйста. Что вы сказали? Капитан Добрынин, предъявите документы, пожалуйста.
All right, Brett, I think that's enough of the talking hamster. All right, guys, give me a big OMG if you think that is a damn cute creative. Okay, that is selling like crazy. Guys, I've just given you my $2,000 a day store. I've just given you my best product right there. Okay, it's hilarious. Now, did I come up with that creative? Oh no. Did I steal that creative with Jared's permission? Of course I did. Guys, do you understand? If Jared were to give you his products, creatives, I've just copied him. I've done nothing more than just copied him. I can't claim to have any sort of expertise other than to know how to copy and paste. By the way, I even used your video there, Jared. It's even got your gadget snob on it in my advertising, which isn't exactly the cleverest thing in the world to do. But since you gave me permission, I guess it's okay. Anyway, that's absolutely insane. So that's an example of a crazy product. You don't have to invent the wheel. Now, you might ask, and this is a question I asked Jared 7-10 days ago when I first discussed this project with him. I said, but what happens if other people are selling it? And I'm going to ask you, Jared, the very same question. You know, this hamster, you're not the only person to sell this. I'm not the first person to sell this, Jared. But how is it that so many people are able to make so much money with the same product? How do you explain this? What do you think is going on?
Well, there's over 5 million people marketing on Facebook. So there's over 5 million people putting ads out there. And there's over 1 billion people on there to market to. So there's a lot of room to advertise. And the key is to get your ads out there as fast as possible. And we have a method with advertising that we can get your ads served in front of other people who are targeting the same audiences. So no matter what product it is, we know how to get in front of the line.
Exactly. So, I mean, guys, you don't have to worry. And the opposite, something that Roger Zori taught me, is that if there's a competition, it means there's a lot of sales, right? I mean, there's a lot of people that are making money with this. And with Jared's formula, with his creatives, we have a way to get in front of these people better than other people do, so we can make sales. But I'm actually moving forward. I'm going to be looking for products that are selling really well. Jared, as a formula moving forward, would you agree with me? Am I in the right direction? We're going to take products that we know sell like crazy, And using your formula, which we're going to get into in just a few minutes, we're going to build an audience around that product and make sales, even if other people are making sales as well.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it any other way. I mean, with any business, you want to model what's working. So we're going to do it the same way here.
Awesome. Okay, guys. So this is exactly what we're going to do. Now, let's just move on. And look, there's 3 ways that you can find amazing products. One of those, you've got Extractify. We're going to share with you that tool a little bit later on. If you've got it, it's a great way of finding products. Roger's going to join us later on, and you can actually use it to find products. You can search on Amazon and search elsewhere. Maybe later on we're going to ask Jared to show us how you can find amazing products on Amazon and other places as well. You can do that as well. But guys, I'm going to share with you option number 3. And I think you're going to find this pretty cool. Jared, can you share with us? He's got a Rolodex of products. These only ever released to members of that come to visit him, people that are spending $20,000 to $35,000 to spend time with him. He's got a Rolodex of products with their creators. We're going to share the creators a little bit later on. But Jared, do you want to just share your screen? And perhaps you could just show people like the types of products. You don't have to show everything right now, but an example of the kinds of products you've got there and why you think some of those products are really cool and why they're selling well for you.
Great. Yeah, so I have here eCom Hacks Product Finder, and there are currently 378 products in here. Within the eCom Hacks Product Finder, we show everything you need. So you can go ahead and, just for example, I'll show you one of these products. It's an office lamp. So it's just kind of a viral trending product. It looks like an on-off switch, but it's also a lamp. And we show you the product cost, the margin, the selling price. We give you a link to the supplier on AliExpress, Alibaba, someone selling on Amazon. We give you a video creative to use. We give you a competitor's Facebook ad and another store selling it. So you can go ahead and just take a product from here and put it up on your store in seconds. Should I show everyone how to do that?
Sure.
Cool. So it's real easy. I can get it up in less than 2 minutes on our store. So we go over here, copy the URL, go over to our Shopify. We use an app called Oberlo to transfer everything into our store. Click on search products, import product by URL, paste it in, hit import. And it takes about 30 seconds to get on there.
So literally, people can go into your Rolodex there of products. They're basically copying and pasting, and within 30 seconds, this thing's going to appear on their website, on their Shopify store.
Right. So all you do now is just go in and change the name to like Funny Desk Lamp or whatever you want to name it. We actually give you the description. So all you got to do is copy and paste the description.
So guys, literally in 2 minutes, you'll find amazing product, and then you've got hundreds. And by the way, you're adding more and more products as you're testing things out. You're adding more and more products every single day into there, right, Jared? I understand?
Yeah, we're testing about 10 products a week.
Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. So, okay, Brett, if you can hand it back to me. Thank you very much. Guys, who thinks you could just literally copy and paste? You can take Jared's products. You can just literally take those products, get them up into your store in a minute or 2. That's it. Proven products. Now, if you wanted to, you could do some research on Amazon. We're going to share with you some secrets how to do that if you want to. But that's it. Okay, you saw, by the way, when at the very top there, you saw that happy hamster. That's the product I started off with, right? I started off with that. By the way, my website is overstockstuff.com. You can see my hamster on there. If you want to buy one, you can buy one. Make me very happy. But guys, that's what it is. It's literally copy and pasting. So that's what Jared has been sharing with his members, his very small group of people that paid him a fortune to spend time with him. Guys, if Jared was to send you potential winners and you could find others, do you think you would be short of products ever again? Write in the chat box, no way. If you think you are lacking amazing products, if a $5 million store owner gives you amazing products, right? No way. It's game over, guys. That's it. All right, so we found amazing products. That's very, very, very simple. Okay, now your store. We want our store to look super amazing. Now I want to show you something. I'm going to show you my store, which is quite exciting because I've never had the ability to do this before. I'm so jealous of Roger. Okay, let me just share my screen. Okay, let's just have a look over here. Can you see my store, guys? Overstock stuff. I just made it smaller so I can get more on the page. It's a bit bigger so it looks better. Okay, look at this, guys. This is my store. Does that look super professional? For a guy that's been in business 1 week, do you think that looks pretty cool? That looks pretty cool, right? Okay, I'm going to share with you how you're going to do that. Jared, how long is it going to take for people to be able to build a store that beautiful? I know they're going to need to invest maybe about $50, but how long is it going to take them to build a store that beautiful?
It depends on your technical skills, but probably no more than an hour and a half to 2 hours.
All right, and you can outsource that for no money as well. If you don't even want to spend an hour and a half on this, you can outsource this.
If you want to,
you're going to do it.
You want to spend $10, you can get some beautiful artwork made, and you can make your store look just like that. We spent, I think the theme was $50, and the artwork cost us $10. I think we spent $60 to get your store made.
$60, guys, to look like $1 million. Okay, here it goes. Okay, so Jared has tested a bunch of themes over the last 7-8 months where he's built this nearly $5 million store. Do you want to know the theme that he's been using? Would that be helpful for you guys? Would you like to see how you could look absolutely drop dead gorgeous? In just a couple of days, you can outsource this for a couple of bucks and get someone to do the work for you. All right, we're going to give you. Okay, the theme that he's been using is Shoptimized. Okay, he's been using this theme. It's called Shoptimize. And then he's got a Rolodex of people on freelancers that he uses in order to make stores look fantastic. Okay, so and by the way, you don't need to get Shoptimized yourself here. We have a special link for our members that are part of Jarrett's Inner Circle, by the way. You're going to get that for peanuts, okay? But that's the store. You want to write that down, Shoptimize, and you want to go to freelancers. We've got the team you should be working with for pennies. You can look like that. They get it done in about 24 hours, 36 hours, and you will have a multi-million-dollar looking store without lifting a finger. Is that good, guys? Tell me if we're doing good so far, guys. Give me a big great if we think we're doing great so far. I said we're going to reveal everything, right? Who on earth would reveal this in a public setting? You'd either have to be in the holiday spirit or have a fever of 101. I've got a fever of 101, and I've got the holiday spirit. So maybe it's a combination of the two. All right, let's carry on. So we're going to get a stunningly professional looking store. It can be set up around $50, $60. It's going to help you max out your conversions. It will help you max out your conversions. Guys, do not do it any other way. There's no point, because otherwise you're going to be testing stuff out and, you know, it might not work so well and you're not sure what the reason is. So you need to make sure your store looks amazing. And I need to get your confidence up. Some of you said that you're lacking in confidence. We've got to solve that. All right. I hope it's getting exciting. All right, let's move on. So our plan, our action plan that we're now starting to develop. Number one, your store, bang. We're going to outsource that, $50, $60. You're going to look like $1 million. Your products, Jared's going to give you a Rolodex. He's got hundreds already. And it's just, you know, we could have tens of thousands of people selling some of those products. It's not going to make a difference. With Jared's formula, you'll be able to take that and start to apply it inside of your business. The next part is your creative. Now, setting your product, you need to stand out like crazy on Facebook. Remember, people are not searching for Facebook to purchase. You need to hit them with a creative video that makes them take notice. Remember that example I gave you of the hamster. This is an example of what you need to create. Now, if you don't have a creative mind or you don't like creating video, you've got a roadblock. You will never succeed with Facebook. Guys, who here admits they're lacking in a little bit of creativity? Give me a big I in the chat box if you admit you're lacking in creativity. All right. So when Jared shared with me that viral video for the hamster, I'm going, wow, that's pretty amazing. And that's what's been driving us a lot of traffic, a lot of viral traffic, and has allowed us to retarget those viewers and make a lot of sales very, very quickly. Okay, but without creatives, you are stuck. Now, there are two killer solutions that can transform even completely unimaginative, non-marketing members who want to crush it on Facebook. There are two solutions. One, clipman.com. Okay? And again, Clipman, this is something that Jared has been using now recently. He was having a hard time creating videos really quickly. Now he's able to create videos in no time at all. All right? In fact, and Brett, so if you'll be able to in a second, share with everyone the screen so we can show Jared creating a video in no time at all. You'll be able to create a video in about 2 minutes straight. You could take any product and just apply it. Guys, you want to see how Jared is able to create a video on Clipman in 2 minutes straight? Guys, give me a big yes in the chat box. All right, let's have a look at this. Jared, it's all yours.
I'm going to show you guys the easiest way to make a product video. So you find a product that you think is going to convert really well and you want to make a video. This is the easiest way. So first, for example, I'm going to use this life-saving hand crank phone charger. Now this product is converting like crazy because it's cool and it's only 20 bucks or $19.95. So we're selling tons of these. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to make a video. Just go ahead and copy the URL, bring it over to Clipman. Now Clipman actually takes the URL and it makes the video for you. So click on product page to video. And all you do is you paste in the URL, hit continue. And then Clipman gives you a bunch of different templates you can choose from. There's, basically just different ways that the images are shown and different ways that the text is shown. So I'm just going to go ahead and use this one for example. And then we put our text in. It automatically takes the title, Life-Saving Hand Crank Phone Charger. If you want to, you can change that. We're going to leave that because that's kind of what it is. Let's go ahead and say, on sale now, 50% off. Let's change this to check it out, buy now. And then we pick the images that we want to use. So you get to pick up to 4. I'm going to just use 3 for now. And then you pick the background music. I'm going to use something kind of, let's see, happy and pop. Let's go to bright instead, actually. So all you do is you can hover your mouse over the song. You can see what song you want. Let's just look at a few other ones. Let's go with the first one. Text color, we're going to make it white. Background color, let's make it orange because that's the color of my store. And let's upload our logo. And now Clipman will create your video. So it just takes a second. All right, and the video is done. Now, before we go ahead and watch it, if you guys thought that that was really easy and you can do that on your own, can you just give me a yes in the comment box? And if you didn't think it was easy and had any questions, go ahead and give me a no. All right. All right, great. Let's go ahead and watch the video. So just go ahead and click play. Let's make it full screen. And there you have it, guys. You have the perfect product video, and we have hundreds of videos that we've made for products that we're testing right now. So Clipman, easiest way to make product videos by far.
Awesome. Awesome, Jared. You're getting the hang of this. Suddenly using GoToWebinar to perfection. This is his first time ever on a webinar. That's amazing. Thank you for that. Guys, do you see? This is so easy. And these are the videos that Jared himself is using. Now, he's got a bunch of videos already pre-made, also in his Rolodex that he shared with you before. It's not just got the products to sell and creatives and videos and viral videos here and there. He's got Clipman videos as well. And we're going to do something special for you for Clipman as well. Guys, if you are bowled over and blown away, write BA for blown away. If you are blown away so far, we are literally solving everything. Product, creative, and we're just one step away from where we want to get to. All right, we are one step away. Let's move on with the presentation. So these video creatives, Jared is creating them for his high-end clients that are coming to him. And by the way, Jared himself never even thought he would ever go into consulting ever. But when he gets this write-up in Entrepreneur Magazine and people start asking him questions, he thought, what the heck? He just doesn't have time to be able to help answer all these people. So he just said, you know what? He's going to open up for a few people whenever it's convenient, a program, a mentoring program for $20,000 to $35,000. That's the only reason why he's done it. And he creates these videos for them using Clipman. He's got that in the Rolodex that you guys will be able to get your hands on as well. So anyway, all right, let's move on. So guys, let's get back to our formula. We've solved the product situation. We've solved your store situation. You're going to look like $1 million. We've got your creatives up and running. We've got one step left, and that is your Facebook campaign. All right, this is one final step. Now, I want your undivided attention for the next 3 minutes. If you can get the next 3 minutes, we're done. Because with Jared's help and with the silver platter that you are receiving, I can pretty much say that we're going to have a lot of lives that are going to change. Here are the simple steps to building out a Facebook campaign the Jared way. Number one, we're going to do an engagement campaign to a broad audience, to your video, to your viral video, to your creative that Jared gives to you on a silver platter. Okay, so we're going to do an engagement campaign. What we're going to do is we're going to test out a potential audience. We're going to find out who's interested. Yes, you're going to have to spend maybe $10, $20 a day on this. So you are going to need to have a couple $100 to be able to do this properly. So guys, anyone that thinks that you can build a Shopify store like the one I've got without investing something up front, I'm just telling you, we're not putting any wool over anyone's eyes. You do need to invest $100 to a couple $100 on that. Guys, just write in the chat box, I know, in the chat box. I don't want anyone misunderstanding me. Think of me, you can start with zero budget. That's just not true, okay? And I don't want anyone to think that to be the case. But Jared, let's bring you on for a second. When we're talking about engagement campaign, can you just give like a 30-second, give a little bit more insight? What is important about the engagement campaign? Why is this so unique the way that you're doing it? And why is it the right way to do in terms of building out a really fast Shopify success? Again, we want our guys to be able to get success very, very quickly. So why is this engagement campaign so important for that?
It's really important to start with an engagement campaign because it allows you to find the audience who's going to buy your product. You know, an engagement campaign sends the ad out to more people, and then you can retarget people who watched your video. So if somebody watched it for 3 seconds or 10 seconds or 95% of the video, you can make audiences for all those people. And those people are going to be much more likely to buy than if you're blindly targeting people based on what you think they're going to buy. And then once you get a handful of buyers, you can then make a lookalike audience on those purchasers, which will be people that will buy your product. So that's the formula in a nutshell.
So guys, just so you understand that, you've got this video. You're then going to open this up to a wide-ranging audience. Now, by the way, you're pretty unique in that way, that you're looking to look at a wide audience. Can you explain why your audience is so wide? Why are you interested in a wide audience? Most people would say that you should be very specific, and you're the first person I know that says start wide. Is there a virtue to that? Why is that so important for you?
Well, start why? Because most people are targeting people based on interest and small audiences, but the simple fact is that we don't really know who's going to buy products. Just because you're selling something that you think a certain person would buy, there's a lot of other people out there that would actually buy the product, and unfortunately, we don't know who those people are. So when we start broad and we retarget people who engage, then we're targeting people that we know are interested rather than who we think are interested.
Guys, write in the chat box, brilliant, if you like what Jared just said, right? The guy is basically saying this is a reversal of anything else I've ever heard. And it sort of like takes out all of the thinking. Because what Jared is basically saying is, guys, don't think. You've got this viral video, or you've got this great video, this video we created on Clipman. Allow the audience to basically lift up their hand and say, I'm interested. If someone looks at a video, for 95% of the video, are they a potential buyer? Of course they are. If someone looks for less than 3 seconds, they're probably not interested. All right? This is it. So this is step number 1. Guys, if you've got it, write in the chat box, got it. Right? This is 1 of 4. If you get, this is the hardest it will ever get for you. Okay, people going ballistic. People like that. Okay. We're then going to create retargeting audiences. Now, this is done very, very quickly. Someone that watches for just 3 seconds, 10 seconds, and 95%. Jared, explain, why do you want to have those 3 groups? Why don't we just stick to people that are 95%? Why do you have 3 groups? And how's this going to benefit people that are doing Facebook this way?
Again, when people watch your video, they're more likely to purchase from you. You know that they're interested. You don't want to exclude people that didn't watch 95% because, you know, frankly, people don't have big attention spans, and it's pretty rare that someone watches all of your video. But you do want to target that 95% group because you'll get the lowest cost per acquisitions when you're targeting those people.
Awesome. But why? So you're saying that even though most people would say, you know what, I'm just going to go after the 95%, you're saying even people that are spending 10 seconds, it just could be an attention span, don't rule them out. But obviously, most money you're going to be spending on the 95%, or you're going to spread that out evenly?
No, you're so basically, like, imagine watching the video of that hamster. You know, you might have watched 10 seconds and thought it was funny. Now imagine later on in the day or the next day you get served with an ad that says, hey, you know, it's a different video of the hamster saying, hey, this hamster mimics everything you say. It kind of sparks your memory. And then they say, you know, don't forget to buy it now, 50% off, greatest gift of the holiday. Those people who only watch 10 seconds of the video are still pretty likely to buy. They're still more likely to buy than just a random cold audience. So you want to really hit that whole group of people.
Okay, and if you're brand new to Facebook, Jared, how quickly can you share with people how to create an engagement campaign and then to create a retargeting audience campaign? How quickly can you teach this? How quickly can people pick this up?
It's pretty easy. If you ever used Facebook ads before, you select engagement for your objective, and then Facebook automatically targets people based on that objective. And then retargeting, all you're going into is into your audiences, and from there, all you're doing is picking the group of people who interacted with your video for a certain amount of time.
Now, I've never done Facebook in my life. We're talking about 10 minutes. 10 minutes in description, right? Even if literally we had to go at a snail's pace, you'll have this done in 10 minutes. Guys, is part 2 clear to you? Write clear in the chat box if you understand. We're now going to retarget those people that watched our engagement campaign, which was that viral video that Jared's given us on a silver platter. I'm just going to wait for 980 yeses, or we will disappear and Jared will get an early bath tonight. All right, crystal clear. Let's move on. Step number 3. We're going to retarget with 2 ads. 1 of that original video and 2 of a new video. Again, we can use Clipman for that, reminding them about the product that they watched the video about. So, and you've got these creatives also in your members area, the ads that people are using. But explain to me, Jared, in step number 3, what's happening. So people have watched a viral video, that's engagement campaign. We're retargeting people that watch, say, 10 seconds, 95%. What are we doing? We're going to retarget them with what type of video? How simple is that video? Is Clipman enough? And how's that going to create sales?
Yeah, with the retargeting, you really just, the goal is to remind people about what they watched and remind people of what they were already interested in. They spent time watching your first video, so they're interested. So your second video wants to be something along the lines of, hey, remember that so-and-so item that you just saw? You can get it right now. You could even include a small, 10% discount code in your retargeting ads.
Guys, who could go to Clipman, create a video in 2 minutes flat that says, oh, by the way, that video you just saw, you can get it right now, 10% off. It's a special available right now. Right? I can if you can do that. If you can do that, you're 3/4 of a way through Facebook. That elephant that no one wants to touch, you are mastering it. You are 3/4 of the way through already. People going bonkers, Jared. All right. What I love about what you managed to do is you've dumbed this down like I have never seen before. I think that's why I was able to do this. Guys, I am not an e-commerce person. I think we've already reached that conclusion. And now step number 4 is just scaling the profitable CPAs, right? So you're going to be looking at, and perhaps you can explain, Jared, what's going on here. The fun starts to happen. That's how I'm making now $2,000 days. It's probably going to hit $3,000 today. What do you mean by scaling the CPAs? What's happening after step 3 and step 4?
So once you find that products are profitable for you, which a CPA stands for cost per acquisition, so your cost to get a new customer. So once you find that a product is profitable for you, then you start to scale horizontally. You're adding more audiences, more demographics, more placements, and then you're growing the individual ad sets, which are audiences. Ad sets are just audiences. You're growing the amount of money that you put into them. There's a lot of different ways to scale. There's simple ways such as just increasing the budget 30% per day. There's more advanced ways like the surfing method where you're increasing the budget throughout the day until the end of the day. There's a few different ways to scale, but the important part is finding the profitable products and then adding more audiences to that product. That's it.
That's it. So guys, it's basically just looking at your numbers, analyzing your numbers, and then scaling up those which are successful. Guys, give me a big OMG if you're getting this. We've done an engagement campaign. We're going to retarget people that watched the darn video. We're then going to hit them with another video created on Clipman, see what's working, and scale it up. That's it. Right? Are you understanding why a guy like myself that has no time in the world, none, was able to build an e-commerce business? Just copy and pasting stuff that's already working. All right, let's move on. Pretty insane, Jared, if I may say so myself. So how did I get this traction so fast? Well, entering into no fail zone is basically Jared's got all those creatives. You've already seen that. I just copied and pasted. That's it. So your formula, guys, your products, we've solved that. You get them from Jared. We're also going to give you training how you can find more and more and more as well through Amazon. You can find more with the Extractify tool. But there's more. There's enough amazing product that Jared's giving you on a silver platter to last your lifetime. Your store, you're going to look like $1 million for pennies. Your creatives, Jared's got a Rolodex of them for you. Your campaigns, 4 steps. It's as easy as I've ever seen Facebook done in my life. It's simple. All right? Someone's asking, is there a catch? Yes, the catch is taking action. But guys, who thinks that you can take products given to you by Jared, use creatives done for you by Jared, given to you, take adverts made for you, and apply them to drive traffic and sales to your incredibly professionally designed store? You can get up and running for about 50, 60 bucks. Everything done for them. Who thinks they can do this? All right, people are saying that this is the game changer. All right, and I have to say in advance, what Jared is willing to share with us and what he's opening up to us is insanity. It's absolutely insane. He was once never going into consulting. He gets an entrepreneurial magazine ad. People start bombarding him. He creates a program to try and turn people away. They start buying from him. He has a couple of people that do that, them having success. And then we start to talk. He's willing to do this and just goes crazy and is willing to share this with our members. This isn't a mega moment for us. It's a mega moment for everyone. So as I said, Jared doesn't really do this. He's only ever helped a few marketers who pay him a fortune with that formula. And did it work for them? Perhaps, Jared, you can share with me. This is a guy that did $129,000, $398. This is in December. What's going on here? If you don't want to mention his name, if you do, you can mention his name. But what sort of things is he selling? And this guy, where did he start off and when did he start out?
Yeah, he was actually he was on Amazon. He was selling products on Amazon, and he wanted to learn Shopify. Just to note, that's $129,000 just in December. I think his store is about to break $500,000, maybe like $400,000 in the last 4 or 5 months. And this store is profiting at almost a 40% profit margin, which is crazy.
Wow. And before that, this guy had no Shopify knowledge whatsoever. Before he met you, zero?
Zero. He was doing pretty good on Amazon, but he attempted to get into Shopify. And when I looked at what he was doing, it was all wrong. So he hired me, and we worked together for 2 days, and we got his store up, and we've been great friends ever since because he's been super happy.
Well, I'm sure he's pretty happy with you. Now, who's this fella? $61,000, and he looks like at the beginning of December he starts slow, and boy, has he hit a good December.
Yeah, this is the beginning of the store in December.
What?
Yeah, the stores grow really fast, as you know, like with your store. They start real slow, but they grow exponentially, and then this will probably stay at around maybe $6,000 to $10,000 a day through the rest of December.
And what are you expecting moving forward?
I'm thinking next year we could probably get him up to that $20,000 a day mark. But the key is we can get his store up to $50,000 a day if we want to, but the profit margins start to slow down. So the key is keeping the high. We got to have that happy medium between revenue and profit margin. So the sweet spot is like that $20,000, $25,000, $30,000 a day while maintaining that 30% profit margin.
So he's on 30% profit margin. So he's going to be at, it's just, these numbers are absolutely insane. And again, this guy, before he met you, had no Shopify experience whatsoever, or just had failed in it?
No, no Shopify experience, actually.
Okay, and just to be clear, this is not because, December's a great month to sell e-commerce. We know it is, but we're talking about a lot of evergreen stuff as well. We're not talking about just stuff that's very seasonal, correct?
Well, actually, contrary to popular belief, December, a lot of people are buying in December, but at the same time, there's so many people advertising that the cost to serve your ads actually outweigh the amount of people buying. So it's actually, December is a really hard month to be profitable, and we're managing to fight through it.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Still maintaining 30% profit margins. It's absolutely fantastic. All right, guys. Wow. Okay, what's going on here?
So this is the student who we were talking about, my first student. This is his since the store started in August.
Holy smokes. All right, so this is just basically the continuation, the going back to August. He started in August. You can see there, he's starting pretty much at scratch in August. And within 4 months, the guy is $430,000. Guys, give me a big OMG. And this Jared doesn't work with a lot of people. He tries to turn people away. Look at this. These numbers are insane. Now, something crazy, guys, is about to happen. As you can see, people are very, very happy. And by the way, my wife brought me the most amazing tea, and my voice is getting better. So thank you to my wife. Something crazy is about to happen. People investing $20,000 to $35,000 to learn this from Jared. He created, based on his conversations and his meetings with these members, he created a course. He hasn't even opened up. This is literally, you'd have to go through 17 hoops to get hold of a $2,000 course that covers some of the things that we have shared and we're going to share. But we're going to do something absolutely insane in just a couple of minutes. Guys, who here is ready to enjoy a massive e-commerce breakthrough from scratch in rapid time? Get their hands on over $35,000 of value. Get more than his $35,000 clients will ever get for pennies on the dollar. Who here would like that? Now, I'm not just, as you can tell, Jared is not comfortable with this going super duper public. We've got to keep this reasonable. And we did release a couple of months ago, Jared, 6 weeks ago, a program. We told people there's 150 spots. It disappeared and people got very upset with us. So guys, we got limited spots here. There will not be a second chance. This will be crazy. And I'm telling you, it will be crazy. Roger, Jared and I present to you eCom Speed. It's called that because we're talking about a super eCom fast breakthrough. We're going to give you everything you need to crush this. Jared software that comes with the products, the descriptions, the creatives, everything. Training like you wouldn't believe. hand-holding like you wouldn't believe, access to Jared, plus an opportunity to meet Jared in person as well for pennies. I'm shaking even sharing this with you, and that's before my fever. We're going to do a 2-day virtual mastermind with Jared. It's a very limited virtual mastermind. You're going to get $35,000 of value in 2 days. You're going to get access to Jared's Rolodex software with all the products and creatives. You're going to have ongoing training with me on my road to taking my store that a week ago was a nothing to $1 million. Jared, over the next 4 or 6 weeks, we're going to share absolutely everything that you're teaching me to take the store to get to what you said would be to $6,000 to $8,000 a day, right?
That's correct.
Is there anything you're going to hold back?
No, my goal here is to get your store to be a 7-figure store in the next 2 months.
And is there anything you're going to hold back from our members? I'm absolutely open. Everything that we do is everything that we share. We have a deal?
I'm not holding anything back here.
All right. So, guys, everything plus a ton more. Now, during the first 2 days, the 2-day done with you virtual mastermind with Jared and myself, we're going to have your store set up. We're going to have products coming out of your nose. You have all the copy that you need to set on your store and on your adverts. We're going to set you up with campaigns. We're going to have you doing engagement campaigns and then following up retargeting campaigns from scratch. No background needed. It will literally be a crash course in everything you need in e-commerce in 2 days. You're going to watch me as I build out my $1 million business. I'm going to share with you everything I've done this last week and everything we can be doing moving forward as well. So that's 2 days, literally $35,000 of value will be crammed into 2 days. I think will be invaluable. We're going to do live Q&A and hot seats and hand-holding moving forward as well. We got a road to $1 million. I'm going to do over 4 to 6 weeks. It's going to be 6 weeks, but with the holidays, you know, obviously we're not going to do it on a holiday time, so you guys can join it. I'm going to share with you everything. There's going to be updates with Jared, Roger, myself, everything that I'm doing to take a store that was $0 a week ago to $7,000, $8,000 a day. I'm going to share with you everything. You guys are going to be there as if this is your store. So you can copy and paste. If this is exciting, guys, I just want to see if there's excitement in the room here. Guys, give me your feedback. Is this something that you would like to get your hands on? All right, people going absolutely crazy. You're getting access to Jared's cheat software for 12 straight months, hundreds of products. He's adding 10 every single week, adding more and more all the time. It'll give you the copy, give you creatives, the videos you should use, plus a ton more as well. You literally are getting his Rolodex, and it keeps on coming and coming and giving and giving and giving. You will be treated like one of his $20,000 to $35,000 students. Is that a deal, Jared?
You got a deal there, Barry.
Guys, you literally are going to be treated as a VIP+++. So there's no need to search again for products. No need to come up with innovative marketing or adverts. No need to come up with video creatives. All done for you. Silver platter stuff, ready to go. Plus, something absolutely insane. The clip, man, that video, we've negotiated a very special deal as well. And that is Clipman agreed to give you for 6 weeks, you're going to get it unlimited. And then Clipman, I believe right now, Jared, is $97 a month. We've taken off, we told them, I don't want a single cent from any affiliate deal whatsoever. I want my clients to get the best possible deal. You'll be grandfathered in for $37 a month, right? No one's got that deal with them. No one. So you're going to get 6 weeks for free. So you can create as many videos as you want. And then you can get grandfathered in if you want. You can have it. And by the way, you may not even want to use Clipman because Jared provides you a ton of videos himself. But if you want that, that's also something we just negotiated with you. Plus, I mentioned that Jared has his $2,000 course that he's given to a few members. Have to jump through like 18 hoops to get it. You're going to get that as a bonus. This is just a bonus to the 2 days of training, the 6 weeks of road to $1 million e-commerce store with me and Jared and with Roger. You're also going to get his course. So you've got everything laid out step by step in your members' areas. That exciting or what? Plus, as I mentioned, my road to $1 million e-commerce store from scratch training, ongoing insights from Jared and I, As I make further breakthroughs, you're going to get a golden front row ticket to see what I'm doing, what's working. I'll be grilling Jared, sharing with you everything I know, and most importantly, sharing with you everything he knows that's taking the site from nowhere. It's already making $2,000 today, probably going to make $3,000 by the end of the today. It's going to be hitting $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 over the next 4 to 6 weeks. So you're getting a front row seat, plus another mega bonus, guys. For those who'd like to spend 2 days with Jared, right? This is pretty insane. People are spending $35,000 on this. You're going to get the opportunity to do that for pennies on the dollar, literally, when you join today. That's coming up as well. Guys, there are 2 options. At Gold, for just $697, you get access to the 2-day done with you virtual mastermind training with Jared. That's $35,000 of value. You're getting live aftercare sessions with Roger, Jared, and myself. That's for Gold. For just $997, you get not just the 2-day done with you virtual mastermind, not just the aftercare sessions, but you're also getting Jared's cheat software for product creatives and copy for 12 straight months. That's a $1997 value. And after that, year 2, he's going to keep on updating that with more and more products. He's agreed to do that for just $297 for year 2, which is absolutely insane. So you're getting it free for 12 straight months, 6 unlimited weeks of Clipman videos. You can build 1,000 videos in those 6 weeks, enough to last you a lifetime. And if you want to get a subscription, no one else is going to get this. You get it for $37 a month. That's nothing to do with us. We're not taking any affiliate fees on that whatsoever because we don't want them. You're getting Jared's $2,000 course as a bonus as well. Plus an insane road to $1 million training with Jared and I. Every week, we're going to go back into my store, sharing you the products that are working, sharing with you what's scaling up, why it's scaling up, and what you can do as well. Guys, this will go fast. We've got literally $45,000 worth of value for just, if you want to go platinum, just $997. We got a limited group of spots. You need to be ready. Here is the URL. It is Get eSpeed. Get eSpeed, as in eCom. Get the letter E, speed.com. As soon as you join, I want you to let me know in the chat box that you have joined, because you're on a road to join us on the road to $1 million. I never thought a week ago that I'd have an e-commerce store. Today, I'm sitting on something that's already maybe $2,000 today. It's probably going to make me $3,000 today. We're going to get this to $6,000 to $8,000 a day in the coming weeks. Again, as soon as you join, let me know in the chat box. Tell me I'm in so I know that you have joined. Jared, share with everyone, what does it mean for people to join us during those 2 days? What are people going to walk away with? Why is this, you believe you've done this now with a handful of your students, people that never had success before? They've walked away with 6 and clearly 7-figure businesses. What are these 2 days, your course? What does this mean for members that are new to e-commerce, are new to Shopify? Why is this going to make a difference?
So we spend 2 full days going through literally everything. So the entire first day involves not only just building your store and getting it all set up so that it looks good, but actually building the business and getting it set up so that it runs itself, so that you don't need to put so much time into it. And then, you know, the icing on top is that you build the business so that you can sell it one day, so that it's attractive to people who are interested in buying a business. So we set up your business. We set up the website, set up the business, set up the back end, everything the first day. Day number 2, we dive deep into Facebook ads. So everything we talked about here, I'm sure a lot of you guys understood it, but we're going to actually go in and build all this stuff together. So I'm going to hold your hand through the whole process and get all your campaigns set up with you.
Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. And look, as far as I'm concerned, this is a no-fail zone. We literally are going to, I can see people are joining like crazy. Guys, just give me, I'm in the chat box. I literally I needed to log into our CRM. We're having a little bit of an issue logging in. This is all I can see is that our team is saying this is going bonkers. I just want to read out some names because I'm not going to keep up with this, and we need to make sure that we don't go over 100. Let me just see. Give me just 20 seconds. And guys, we're going to answer your questions. If you've got any questions whatsoever, feel free to ask those questions to Jared. It's not very often you get to rub shoulders with a person that has built the second fastest Shopify store of 2017. $2 million in 8 weeks. This guy has made e-commerce simple. Oh my goodness. I can see people are flocking in faster than I can even count. Guys, you need to be ready for this. I'm telling you, you need to go right away. It is Get eSpeed. I'm hanging on here with my voice. Let me just read out the names. Whew. Just give me 1 second because I need to open up the spreadsheet. It's so many people joined so quick. I can see a bunch of people joined during the webinar. Just give me 1 second, guys. All right. Steve Smith, you are safe. You're on the road. Verdiant, you're in. William Roberts. Red White, you're in. Russell Maxwell, you're safe. Anthony Pettigrew, you've done it. Patrick Declue, by the way, I'm going to be in France next week, Patrick. You're in. You're safe. If I'm well enough. In the black, you're in. Justina, you're in. You're safe. Cecil Burke, Joyce Jacobson, Nick Arose, Mary Wade, James Schaefer, you're in. You are safe. Richard Earp, Darshna, our good friend, all the way back from New York. You're in. You're safe. Denise, ANT, you're in. Elizabeth Pittman, you've made it. Cheryl McCorder, Butch Wells, Michael Kimmel, Celine Walter, Kazoria, you're in. LaRoche, Richard Noah, Raina, you've made it. Janet Home, our good friend. Andy Bolton, Sanjeet, our close friend, you're in. You're safe. Tuxedo, you're in. James is in. Bahara, you're safe. Henriette, Brian Nate, my close friend, you're in. Wendy is in. Alan Goldberg, our close friend from Chicago, you've made it. You are safe. Marcy Sperling from Las Vegas, you're safe. My close friend, Jim Owen, you've made it. You're safe. This is going bonkers, and there's still more people joining. Jared, this will go crazy, so we're going to have to try and answer as many questions as we possibly can as quickly as possible. Okay, Grandpa, you're in. It's Michael from Belarus. You're safe. He calls himself Grandpa. John Pat is in. Okay, Wally, Judy Lau, our good friend in the UK, you're in and you're safe as well. Okay, let's answer some questions. But there's a major bonus on the back end as well, guys. This is insanity. This is perhaps the mother or grandmother of all bonuses. 1 second. Not only have we managed to get Jared to agree to help our members virtually, please agree to join us at an eCom Speed live event in Atlanta on the 5th and 6th of February. Not only that, instead of it being a $35,000 event or a $10,000 event, we're going to do it for pennies. Now, there's extremely limited spots for this. We'll open this up for some select members from our eCom Speed members. Guys, you're going to be getting a $35,000 mastermind for pennies. That's on the back end. As soon as you join, it's in Atlanta, February 5th and 6th. Jared, what is it going to mean to you? I mean, you've never done this before, so whatever. You have a little bit of stage fright for the first 3 minutes. You sound very confident. I don't think you have a problem with it. What is it going to mean to you to rub shoulders with, you know, we've got the most dedicated members in the business. These guys are so dedicated. They are so passionate about building an e-commerce business. Some people need that extra help. Some people have questions. Some people need a bit of inspiration. Some people just need a arm around their shoulder. And some people need you to look at their sites and see what they're doing and give them advice. What is it going to mean for you to be able to spend time with our members and be part of that event? I'm so happy that you're joining us in February.
Yeah, I'm super excited, Barry. I mean, the thing is, like, there's so many people that are just so close to finding success with e-commerce. Like, there's just people get really close to success, but they're just one step away. And I'm really excited to be able to really push people and get to meet people and actually see them go from either not having an e-commerce store at all or have tried stuff and given up to actually having a successful business that can support their life. I couldn't be happier.
Unbelievable. Now, in terms of the virtual live training, guys, the first session, is next Thursday. And then we're going to do one again the following Thursday. So 21st and 28th. Everything will be recorded. And we're going to do live Q&A sessions. If you can't join us live, you'll get all of the recordings. So you're not going to miss a single thing. And then you're going to join us for the live training afterwards as well. We're on a journey together, guys. The 2 days are the 2 days. They are the initial 2 days. It's going to be a lot of fun. And we're going to see a lot of people that are going to be taking action very, very quickly, which I'm extremely excited about. But what I'm most excited about is not the fact that in the first 2 days people are going to take action. We're going to see some really interesting results. It's the fact that we're now going to go through a process together. This is a road. I call this the road to Atlanta. And imagine Atlanta being the sea of this road that we're going to do together, where you're going to be able to meet fellow members, where you're going to be able to interact with them. You'll be able to joint venture with a bunch of them, but you'll never be alone again. And to have Roger, Jared in the same room with myself, and I'm going back to Mr. Facilitator role again. This is a dream come true. This is the second fastest Shopify store owner of 2017. This guy doesn't know how to do anything if it's not fast. He doesn't know the concept. If I may say so, pretty darn easy as well, which is what makes him absolutely spectacular. So it's absolutely a pleasure to have him at this live event. Now, guys, Jeff says he's, I can't repeat his word, very excited, having a sweat, so excited to work with you. Listen, I'm so excited. And I had to put this guy through the test. And Jared, I know you thought perhaps, I don't know, but maybe I came across as a little brash, a little rude, making high demands of you, wanting you to prove, the second fastest Shopify store of 2017 had to somehow prove to me that this was for real, that you could share it with anyone. But I think, Jared, you probably reached the conclusion, if you can teach me to do this, you can pretty much teach anyone.
Well, you gave me a challenge, Barry. You said that you'd be the hardest person to teach, but it was actually, pretty easy. What, we started less than a week ago, and we're pretty much there. We're pretty much at that $3,000 a day mark. By the end of today, we'll hit $3,000 a day, and it's going to only be up from there.
All right, guys. Here's a very important a link rather. If you're having a problem joining, you need to go to Save eSpeed. I'm not even sure what's going to happen here, guys, because people are flocking in. I'm going to read out names again. And if you're joining us at Atlanta, write in the chat box right now, in Atlanta. If you're joining us in Atlanta, I want to know who's going to be rubbing shoulders with Jared, Roger, and myself in Atlanta on February 5th and 6th. I just want to see who's going to be joining us there as well. Write that in the chat box. If you're having a problem joining, go to getespeed.com. Getespeed.com. Sorry, I apologize. Save eSpeed. My fever's getting the better of me. Go to saveespeed.com. If you're having a problem joining, Michal, if you could put that into the chat box. Save eSpeed. You need to do this now. You cannot wait because this is going to go very, very quickly. Let me just read out some other people. People are joining us at Atlanta. Our good friend Judy Lau will be back. Jamie Spear will be there. Butch Wells is going to be there. Who else is going to be there, guys? Just let me know if you're joining us in Atlanta. I'd like to know who else is joining us in Atlanta. Right in the chat box, in Atlanta, so I know who's going to be joining us in Atlanta. My question thing here is, unfortunately, the chat is completely and utterly stuck. Got so many people answering yes. In the meantime, let me just read out some more of the latest names of people that have joined us, and we're going to answer your questions if I can get to them. Jared, is there any question that you've seen? And if you can look, because I'm having a hard time actually reading, if you can look at questions that you see that are coming in that you feel need to be answered, if you can search them. I'm not sure if you know how to search them. I know it's your first webinar. Meanwhile, let me just read out some names. Sorry, just read out some names while you're finding the biggest questions. David Egley, you're in, you're safe. Paula Wong, you've made it. Magnus Baroque, Casey Crotin, Hannah Kaki, Michael Ponce, Janet Rand, Peter Grant, Edward Tay, Big Nerd, I'm not sure who that is, Sherry Foster, Denise Scott, Gershon, GK, David Caraway, Jeff Pulither, we mentioned your name, you're in, Rondi Best, Paul Hanson, Michael Allerton, Richard, you're in, Ike DT, you're in, Kenneth, Gary Dow, Sherman, Michael William, you're in. Wayne Reynolds, our good friend all the way back from Miami. You're in. You're safe. Those are last people to join. Jared, you see any like burning questions?
I'm looking through. I see a lot of questions. See one from Fred. He says, need to know if this is drop shipping or if we're ordering inventory or both. This is all drop shipping. I'm a firm believer that you shouldn't be ordering products unless you're selling thousands of them per day, because it's not worth investing your money and time. And ordering 2,000 pieces of something from China takes 60 to 90 days to get to you. By that time, who knows if the trend's even going to be there anymore. So we're drop shipping everything, but I'm going to teach you guys how to drop ship safely and how to avoid all the problems that people have using AliExpress by finding the right supplier who can get your products to your customers fast and reliably.
Michal, if you can do me a favor, and if you can screen the most important questions, if you can put them into Skype, our personal Skype, or our group Skype, if you can do that for me, because unfortunately my chat is completely stuck. So Michal, Michal says her chat is totally frozen as well. It looks like we're stuck with the chat for a second, guys. If someone else can help us out there, I'd appreciate it.
I got a follow-up question from Fred saying 30% margins with drop shipping. Actually, your margins on the products are going to be higher, but after your ad spend, you'll be around 30%.
All right. Let me see here. I scroll down. You know what I need to do? Michal, what you do is you close the chat, I believe, and then you can reopen it again, and then we should be able to get it to work. Let's see if that helps. Let's see if my genius. I'm not really that clever.
From Joanne saying, do I start a different store or use the one I was trying to get going? I would say we're definitely going to start a different store, because the difference between a super high converting store and a non-converting store may only be 1 or 2%, but that 1 or 2% in conversion rates when you're getting thousands of people to your store makes a huge difference in your revenue. So we're going to build you a new store altogether, and we're going to do that during day 1 of the training. You got to get ready for this. We're going to spend all day getting it all set up for you.
And guys, when we say set it up, we mean you will look like $1 million store. You'll look like $1 million store. Jared's going to share with you the people he's using on Freelancer in the members area. You can get access to the theme. We got that for a special. That theme, by the way, is, I believe, Jared, $127, and we got that at a rock bottom price. Again, we just told those guys we don't want any affiliate commission on it whatsoever. We're going to bring you the best e-commerce students that there are. You've got to give them the craziest deal. So don't buy that Shoptimized theme before you join us. You get into the members area, you'll get a link to it, and you'll get it at a rock bottom price. So just bear that in mind. All right, Jared, let's let me ask you some common questions here. Who do you think can do this? Who's the type of person that can crush e-commerce based on the few students that you've had now you've been working with me? What does it take to be successful? Once people get what you know, you get that put from your brain into their brain. Tell me what you think it takes to be successful with this.
Well, with anything, you need desire and knowledge. And we're going to be giving the knowledge, and we're going to be really specific with everything we do. So it really just leaves, you need to have the desire. You need to want to have a business that can sustain your life, that you're building your business, and that you're not working for your business. You're working on building your business. So really, I mean, pretty much anyone who knows how to use a computer, knows how to use Facebook, it's really, most people can get a grasp of what we're doing here.
Okay, and let's say from session number 1, session number 2, we're going to do 2 sessions. How quickly can people take that knowledge and apply it? Obviously, I went super fast, and I was asking you questions, etc., along the way, but how quickly do you foresee people being able to apply this into their business?
So by the end of session number 2, you'll not only have your store up and your business set up to grow, but you'll also have your Facebook ad campaign set up as well, and you'll have the formula down to where you can start testing more products. So everything will be done by session number 2. That's in 2 days. I mean, well, it's a Thursday and a following Thursday. So within a week, you'll have your whole business built.
Which is pretty insane in its own right? Literally in a week, you're going to have absolutely everything built for you, with you. Okay, people are asking, some of them are using other platforms other than Shopify. Big mistake. I mean, Jared, can you give just 1 or 2 reasons why people should be using Shopify?
Well, the main reason is because we're building these businesses to be self-sustainable. And there's a lot of different applications and programs that we use to make things automated. I mean, who really wants to, spend 8 hours a day on the computer when you can do it in 30 minutes per day? Now, I'm personally spending 20 to 30 minutes per day on my business, and it's running itself. And Shopify is a big reason why.
Okay, it's a question that people ask a lot. We got limited spots here, but still people asking, oh, we're all going to be sending the same products. Listen, I'm selling the same product as a guy that's done $5 million, right? And his students are making a fortune with. I'm selling the same product. But Jared, again, do you have any concern about saturation? And if not, why not?
Definitely no concern, because you got to think of the magnitude of 1 billion people on Facebook. That number is hard to fathom. Even if there's 10,000 people selling the same product, if it's a product that sells, that's not too many people. And not to mention, we have almost 400 different products on our platform for you to pick from, and we're adding more. We're adding 5 to 10 new products per week. So saturation will never occur.
And Alan Goldberg, you are right. You are my good old friend. Unfortunately, I've never met, but we're getting closer to you, Alan. So Atlanta's closer to Chicago, so hopefully you can make it over there. All right, let's move on. Okay, all right, so we're talking about drop shipping. You've answered that question. Okay, let's move on. Let's just go over in terms of the process. So people get this, Jared, and it really is simple. We're talking about, and I'm just going to do this. Obviously, I've been applying this. It's a bit easy for me to share this now, but Jared, stop me if I make a mistake with your plan, because this is your plan, not mine. One, we're going to find product. We're going to take product from you. And by the way, guys, we're not limited to Jared's products, but what I think is amazing about Jared's site there and the software is that it gives you like an eye opener. It opens your eyes to other things that are trending. In fact, Jared, can you do us a favor? Is it possible, whether you can do it now in a couple of minutes, but could you perhaps show us, maybe a site or so? I know you said that you had the site you were telling me about. I don't even remember what it's called, that you can find trending products. Can you throw out a site where you can show people they can find like hundreds of amazing products, just like that?
Yeah, there's a site called bigbigads.com that I like to use sometimes, and just you can go in and see what Facebook ads are trending. So like what other people are selling successfully. And that's the key to this business. So since we're drop shipping, we're riding the trends that already exist. We're not creating new trends. There's no time involved. You find what's working, you find the supplier, and you get your ads up and you start selling it. So I like a site called bigbigads.com.
I'm here right now. So explain to people what's going on over here. Why is this like a wowzer type of site?
It just gives you a competitive analysis. It scrapes Facebook for what's working and what's trending. But the thing is, it's not the best way to find products. The best way to find products is using our platform that we built. We have a team of people that are scraping products from Big Ads, from Amazon, and finding products that have what it takes to be winners, and products that are already being advertised successfully from other sellers on Facebook. So the best way to find products is using Product Finder that we're giving you guys.
Awesome. So guys, I mean, to say you're not going to be short of products, is anyone that said at the beginning of today's session, products, I hope we've solved that forever. And here's something else I wanted to add, Jared, and something that has occurred to me since we started doing this. The fact that you do that engagement campaign that's so wide, it really means you can target 1 billion people. We are not limiting this, and because we're talking about some really interesting products, and we can find people that are interested, then we retarget them, and then we can create a lookalike audience. It allows us to get into audiences that no one else is getting into, because no one is teaching Facebook this way. At least very few people. I've not met someone that's talking about Facebook, teaching it the way that you just shared with everyone. So it's allowing us to branch out into the big, bad world out there, the massive audience of Facebook, to make use of it. Now, we did mention that you're going to need to invest a couple $100 in Facebook advertising. No question about that. So anyone that's unaware of that, we've said it during the presentation. We say it again right now. You need to know that. But the advantages of that means that you literally are able to open this up to a huge audience, and that's what's going to allow you to scale up very, very nicely. Okay.
Another note, Barry, is like with this business, it's hard to make a little bit of money. It's really easy to make a lot of money because once you find what works, you're just scaling it. So you'll never be at a point where you're making $100 or $200 a day. You're going to get up to those 1,000 marks really fast.
Right. And of course, whilst you're scaling up, you're going to be investing money that you're making. So you're not going to need to have thousands of dollars in order to generate thousands of dollars. Right. I made my first $50. We threw that back into advertising. I made $100, threw that back into advertising, went up to $500, putting that into advertising. So, generating 30% profit is very, very nice, but you don't need to have thousands of dollars in your pocket in order to make thousands of dollars in sales. That's the beauty of this. So I don't want anyone thinking that, and I've just gone through the $2,000 for a day, which is absolutely insane. By the way, half of our members here on the webinar came to my website. Jared, this is my first $2,000 days. Are you proud of me?
You challenged me to get you to the 2,000 mark by today. And we
got
to go.
I said, Jared, you get here or you're not invited, mate. And he said, I'll get you there, I think. And then when he saw the numbers this morning, he said, well, I think we'll get there maybe during the webinar. Wow. Okay. And this is the slowest time of day, $2,000 now in the pocket. That's fantastic in sales already today. Okay, guys, if you've got further questions, please fire away. Michal, hopefully you've managed to locate some of those questions. She's got the chat back now. Okay, it's back. Okay, people asking about the Road to $1 Million training that I'm going to be putting on with Jared. Basically, Jared is going to be walking me through the process over the next 6 to 8 weeks to turn this into $1 million store. So during that time, we're going to be going back on a weekly basis and providing you with training. Now, we're not going to do it on a holiday, so we're not going to put you through the pain of having to sit with us at your dinner table. We won't do it during any holiday itself, but we will be going back on a weekly basis as we build out this website and build out the store. I want you guys to see me make $1 million and get to a point that we're making $6,000, $8,000 a day in sales with 30% profit. That should be making me $8,000, about $2,400 a day. That's closing in on $1 million in profit. And hopefully we can push Jared a little harder to get us to $1 million in profit. But you know what? Even getting to $1 million in sales is still insane, considering a week ago I had nothing, zip. So that's what's going to happen. Yeah.
I think it's really important that everyone could actually see that process too, because people talk about it, people post screenshots, but actually seeing it happen live, it just makes you know that it's possible and that it's you can do it too. So I'm excited for everyone to see that process.
Yeah, I'm also very, very excited. So 1 second, just answering someone's question. Okay, Jared, you can see there in Skype, someone's got a question for you. Okay, excellent. I just posted you a comment from someone. Okay, let's carry on. Guys, let me ask you a question. This is very, very important. You've now gone through an hour of this presentation with Jared and I. What is still holding you back? I want to know, is there anything right now that you feel could be holding you back? Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Jared on the spot. And if there's something that's missing from this, I can't think for the life of me what is missing. If there is something missing that you feel, but I'm still missing this, write it in the chat box. Because Jared, as far as I'm concerned, nothing's missing. This is literally the A to Z, dumbed down, all the time in the world, $30,000 of value. Plus, you can meet Jared in person with Roger and I in February. I can't think of anything that's missing. Jared, is there anything that you think that we're missing in this?
No, I mean, this is the best offer I've ever put out there for your audience. I mean, like you've been saying, people normally pay a lot more money to get this training, and we're not holding anything back. I mean, we're going through the same 2 days that my private clients come. They come out to Florida for 2 days. We work together, and we're going to be doing the exact same stuff for those 2 days, plus more. Plus you get the access to the course, which will refresh you when when you might forget something or not know how to do something. And then the live event's going to be a game changer for anyone who has roadblocks or just needs to get over barriers.
Guys, honestly, at this point with this, the only issues are in the head, and they are self-generated. There's nothing more, because this is absolutely everything. I'm stuck. I'm just wondering if we got any more questions.
Let me
Yes.
say something. You know, me personally, I spend a lot of money getting coached by people so that I know the best stuff. For example, I got back from Thailand 2 days ago. I went to a Facebook ads mastermind out there. It cost me $7,500 for 2 days, 5 hours per day, to learn stuff that I'm going to be teaching to you guys. So I'm doing events like this regularly because I want to become the best in the space where I can share the best information with everyone who's part of this program.
How much did you say you spent?
I spent $7,500 for 2 days, and I had to, I had to buy tickets out to Thailand, hotel. I think I was probably in for like 13 grand after all of it.
Okay, but this is what we do. You know, we have our own masterminds, and you know, there's a few people out there. Most people underground. I mean, I would say Jared is as underground as you get. He's a little bit of a recluse in terms of online. He's never done a webinar in his life. Never. We've literally taken him out of his comfort zone to do a webinar. And this is the first time he's ever shared something with someone beyond one-on-one. So this is a guy that is very blessed to achieve the success that he's had. And here we are doing something insane and sharing that with other people. And, you know, I made Jared make another commitment. That is, if we're going to do this, nothing will be held back. Nothing. If someone asks a question, we're going to answer it. And if any part of the formula, there will not be a single part of that formula that we're going to leave behind. Nothing. So our members can copy, paste, and apply and ask and get answers. So this is truly exciting. I think it takes a certain personality to do this. I guess, Jared, you've just been busy building your own business. Have you considered doing this in the past, or this was only a bolt out of the blue after you got, you know, accosted by people after you appeared on Entrepreneur Magazine?
No, I originally built this drop shipping business to get me more freedom to travel. That was the main goal. And I'm the type of person, when I see an opportunity, I like to go at it 100%. And the store grew really fast, and it did get attention. And, you know, I think that the skills that you learn through this process are, you know, they're evergreen skills. But, I mean, the Facebook ads alone, that's not going anywhere. And e-commerce is the future of retail. So I think it's super important for anyone who's interested in becoming an entrepreneur to learn these skills.
Okay, I got a little secret, and I hope, Jared, you don't mind me sharing this little secret. But you guys know, and many of you are members of our SAR community. Guys, if you got SAR, our SMS Autopilot Profit Program, just give me a big SAR in the chat box. Right? I'm going to have to get your response whether who has and who hasn't. Jared doesn't even, he's making like $5 million and doesn't have a retargeting, doesn't have a SAR program retargeting people that are adding to cart. It's insane. So then we told Jared, throw this into your system, and he's making a ton more sales now. So here's Jared, who's like, he's got the simplest system ever. And even he hasn't even got SAR in there. So those members who've got SAR, you're going to apply this into this store, and OMG, are you going to see ridiculous results? I can tell you, I didn't even have time to get SAR up. I'm just looking at my statistics here. And you tell me, Jared, if you think this is strange. I'm just looking here of add to carts. I have to find it. It's somewhere in my site. Okay, I've had, listen to this, 386 add to carts. Okay, 386, of which, and I'm not sure if that's all time or if that's just today. That's probably just today?
Yeah, most likely.
And 58 sales is total orders just today?
Yes.
So look at those numbers. And we're just about to put SAR into this store because I hadn't even got round to putting that in there. Now, Jared, you've now starting to use SAR, the SMS retargeting autopilot software. We're probably going to add what percentage more sales do you think? Now we're actually going to retarget people that have added to cart and haven't purchased.
I mean, just from installing it in my store, I've been seeing anywhere from $500 to $1,000 a day extra. That wouldn't have even existed had I not installed it.
So for me, percentage-wise, do you think I'm going to add an extra 10%, an extra 20% in sales? What if you had to guess? Obviously, this is all guesswork right now.
I think at least 10%, which is at least another $300-400. But I wouldn't be surprised if it was a little more.
Okay, guys, this is you guys got SAR from. It's unbelievable what we're talking about. You combine this with SAR. I mean, it's mind-boggling. It's absolutely mind-boggling. All right, Michal, you're doing a valiant job. If you could add as many questions person as you can, I'm completely stuck here. Now, are you doing any email campaigns as well, Jared, or you're simply it says autopilot, just driving traffic goes to your store and that's it?
Yeah, no. What I teach is, I like to keep things simple and automated, but yes, we absolutely do email campaigns, but we do use certain software, so we only have to set it up once. So you're not sitting there every day writing out emails. You're building these email templates, and they're getting sent out to different people based on different actions that they take. And actually, just in email revenue alone last month, I think we did a little over $150,000 just through email revenue.
This is additional, right? This is additional to everything else?
Additional, yes.
And let me put you on the spot. Will you be prepared to share the templates that you're using that our guys would be able to use for their email campaigns?
Yeah, well, you made me promise I'm not holding anything back, so I don't think I have a choice.
Guys, I didn't know he was going to do this. I'm just pretty nasty when we do these things with people, and I forgot to tell Jared that I can be pretty nasty when I need something. You've just got Jared's email campaigns. Guys, I don't know if you understand the value of that. I mean, those templates, Jared, depending on the product, is it simply really copy and paste again, or is there like lots of changes you need to make?
No, with the software we use, it automatically updates the product depending on what they've had in their shopping cart or what they've been looking at. So you don't have to change anything.
Guys, that's like a $10,000 bonus right there. If you had to get a copywriter to give, and how many templates are we talking about?
I spent a lot of money to get these templates made. I did hire a copywriter, and I hired an email team too to set up the whole flow. So, I spent $3,000 a month just to keep them maintained, and I'm going to share them with you guys for free.
Jared, do you want to take a whiskey or something just to make sure that you're not going to regret agreeing to do this?
No, I'm not going to regret because I know how much it'll help.
Guys, give me a big OMG in the chat box. You just got Jared email templates. It's costing him $3,000 a month to get his hands on. Yours. Just for being part of this. Guys, I'm lost for words. The fact I got a fever about 105, and I could barely talk anyway, but I'm flabbergasted in the positive sense. I cannot believe this. And I must admit, right, I'm going to put my hand, I'm just going to say one word of, I'm pretty happy about something. That is, I'm always looking to find, is there something we can provide our members with, something that's unique, that no one else will ever get their hands on, that will be a game changer for our members. And when I saw Jared, and I saw an opportunity that is unique. He's never done this before. This is not a guy that's got a course out there that sold millions of dollars, and he's just talking about, he's an underground guy who doesn't do this stuff, who's just got a heart of gold, who's willing to just let fly and give this to our clients. I'm pretty proud of myself. I shouldn't be too proud, but I'm pretty proud that we managed to, first of all, to convince him to do it, but most importantly, that we went through that trial and tribulation of making him, it showed a bit of humility. If he's willing to sit with me and build something out, that takes a little bit of humility. Most guys that are successful, they just want you to know they're successful. They don't want to be tested. They're beyond that. They're whizzing all over the world. They're proud of themselves. And this is a humble guy, right? And, I want to work with humble people. That's why I love working with Roger. And you'll get to meet Roger, Jared. This is a guy that's made millions of dollars, has a humble house, drives a humble car, even though it's improved over the years, I have to say. His wife is humble. They don't do anything flamboyant, and he's a giver. I love that. And you're a younger guy. You do things fast, but the humility you've shown in the brief time that we've had together is I'm lost for words for that as well. I'm just so happy that you're part of this. Anyway, I'm just going to read out some names. My gosh, here we go. Let me see. These are the last people to join: Maria Deval, Gary Cox, Arnold Rivers, Taras Lemecca, New World, Brad Smith. You are safe. Maria Fischette, you're in. You're safe. Catalin, I hope you're going to join us in Atlanta. Catalin, who's made, I know, hundreds of thousands of dollars, shared with us an incredible success story when she came to New York. I hope we're going to be at it again. By the way, in Atlanta, we're going to have breakout sessions for members that are already enjoying success. So there's going to be a breakout session for people that are successful. There's going to be breakout sessions for people that need some additional help. It's going to be cool. It's going to be amazing. Kathleen, I hope you're going to join us as well. George Leah, you're in your safe. Graham Cordona, Hugo, Kim, PR, you're in. Louisa, Roger Martin, our good friend Linda Katkus, you're in your safe. Ken Rose, you're in your safe. Stephen Gordon, Jeff Pertle, Darren Conker, Yogesh, you're in. Our good friend Yogesh is safe. Michael Sather is in. Ian Chow, Kenneth Peterson, Diane Hebling, Oliver, Olivia Justice, you're in your safe. Guys, we have got limited spots. I need to know, Michal, if you can find out for me, or Michael, how many spots are gone, because I can't even find out. Everything's stuck for me. And let me know how many people are joining us in Atlanta, because I need to know when that happens as well. Okay, question that people ask. I'm going to have to find this out for myself as well. Refunds, Jared, are they a pain in the butt, or do you have a simple way of overcoming those?
Well, the refund rate we experience is probably like 1% to 1.5%. And to be honest with you, the product cost is so cheap that most of the time we just let the customer keep the products. But we're teaching the whole thing. So like, we're teaching your customer support how to handle those problems. You know, we don't get so many refunds because we have a sequence of emails and a sequence of messages we send to customers where we get them to be satisfied with a 10% discount, or even next, if they're still mad, we offer them a 25% discount. If they're still mad, we offer them a 50% discount. If they're still mad, we give them a refund, and most of the time we just let them keep the product because, like I said, the product cost is so low, it doesn't make sense for them to ship it back.
So you basically simplify it to the point that this is almost like a joke.
It's easy. I mean, customer support is a big portion of the business, and we teach that, throughout the course. We teach how to get a virtual assistant on who's, getting paid $5 an hour and handling pretty much your whole business.
Wow. That's impressive. That is impressive indeed. All right, let's move on, guys. And if you've got questions, please ask ASAP. We're running out of time here. We got limited spots. So you need to, if you've got a question, ask it. And Michal, I need your help to tell me what those questions are. Okay, let's go over the Atlanta event again. For those members, again, it is March 5th to 6th. This is what it's all about. We basically, as I mentioned, we're going to have breakout sessions for our successful members, breakout sessions for members that are starting out. You're going to have the best of both worlds. You're getting Jared's $35,000 event that he does for his clients. You're getting our $10,000 mastermind event for literally pennies on the dollar. There's going to be a ton of interaction with other members as well. Joint venture, we're going to have a lot of fun. And think of it like this. This is your opportunity to be part of a community and your opportunity to be able to build out a hugely successful business. Ask your questions, get them answered, spend time with us for pennies, literally pennies on the dollar. So if you haven't yet joined the Atlanta event, you need to do this right away. We've got very limited spots. And I do apologize. There's a group of people that have been offered that. Some people have not. If you want to be part of that and you haven't been offered it, please send out a message to Really Successful Support. Okay, reallysuccessfulsupport.com. Okay, Michal. Okay, how do you deal with processing so many orders?
So basically, we use Oberlo, which is a system that ties AliExpress to Shopify. Oftentimes, the way we do it, actually, let me step back. So we test a lot of different products using AliExpress, but when we find products that are winners, products that are selling 10 or more per day, we go to one supplier who can source it for us so that there's less communication, so you're not dealing with so many different suppliers. But also to answer your question, obviously, like, I'm not sitting here every day and ordering thousands of products myself because that would take me all day. We hire VAs from Upwork, and we have a whole template that we send to the VAs with their job details and exactly what they're going to be doing for you. And they get paid anywhere from $3 to $7 per hour to do that. So once you're at that point where you're getting thousands of sales, it's basically no money. It's to a point actually where, our VAs are really loyal to our team, and we really like them and really care about them. I actually sent one of the daughters of our VA to college this year. I paid for her tuition because she's been so loyal to us. And
Whoa.
so, yeah, we have long-term relationships with our virtual assistants.
Wow. You serious? And wow, that must make you feel great.
Yeah, it's honestly an amazing way to give back. She's been loyal for over 6 months now, working 10 hours a day, so it does. It feels really good.
Guys, I think that's giving you a little taster of who Jared is. They say I've got a good eye for personality. I sensed it. I put him through a bunch of very difficult hoops. And I'm getting to know this guy as you get to know him. And this is just absolutely amazing. Okay. Question coming in. In terms of, do you need an additional website? Do you need a business license to do this? We're not lawyers, and Jared, we can't offer any legal advice. It's wrong for us to do so. But is there anything you can say that's not on the lines of legal advice, or should people, if they got a legal question, I guess it's just a legal question, right?
Well, I mean, I'm not going to give any legal advice. I can tell you what I've done. Is that cool if I share that? I mean,
you can share what you've done, but this does not constitute any advice. It is simply Jared is sharing what he does.
Yeah, simply just what I did. Don't take this. But when I first started my drop shipping business, like I said, it was a side business. It wasn't. I didn't expect it to be my full-time income. So I just started the business under my own personal name, and I transferred it over to an entity once it started generating a lot of money. And I said, hey, this is a business. Now I'm going to transfer it to an entity. And that's just what I personally did.
Got it. Okay. So you seem to keep things simple. That seems to be your overall motto.
A lot of times people overcomplicate things, and there's no need to. The world's complicated enough. So with business, I like to keep things as simple as possible.
Yeah. And let me ask you a question, Jared. At this point, when they go through this process, when you started out, and obviously you had to learn this stuff, how many hours a day were you doing in the first month, 2-3 months of the business? And how many hours a day are you now spending on your stores right now? Your time, i.e. Jared Gertz, are you spending right now on your stores, honestly?
Yes, actually, it's kind of a cool story. When I first started out, I figured out the formula, but I didn't use it at scale. So I got the store up to doing maybe like $1,000 or $2,000 a day in sales, and I was spending a good 2 to 3 hours a day answering customers, and about 1 to 2 hours a day running my Facebook ads. So at the end of the day, I was spending 4 to 5 hours a day in my store. But I decided to move from California to Florida, and I had to bring my family, my dog, a car, a trailer. So I had to drive. So I had to figure out how can I run this business while I'm driving. I don't have time to get on my computer. And I started outsourcing, and while I outsourced, I stuck to the formula, and I hired people to implement it for me. And my store went from doing about $2,000 a day, and then within 6 days, it was hitting over $50,000 a day in sales because it was all outsourced. And so, I mean, at this point, I'm putting maybe 20 or 30 minutes a day into the store, and not even into the store, just dealing with the bills, making sure the credit cards that are paying for ads and products are paid on time, and just making sure that there's no major problems. But the business is fully self-sufficient, and that's what I teach as well.
Wow. Let me ask you a question then. I think you know what's coming. Do you have a system of outsourcing that itself is replicatable?
Absolutely, yeah. We've put together a template for how to hire your VA. So basically, when you hire a VA, they know exactly the tasks they need to be done. But what I like to teach is, like, I think it's really important that the business owner does some of the operations for a little bit of time so they know what kind of quality to expect from their VA. But as far as hiring, we use Upwork, and it's like super easy. You can look at pictures of the screen of your VA. So like if they're working 8 hours, you can look through pictures and see what they were doing all day. So there's no way for them to pretend they were working or, not try very hard. But you know what? You'd be surprised. Most of them have a lot of diligence and work really hard.
Okay, and you'll be able to share with everyone that formula, how you've done it, and how people will be able to build their team from scratch, right?
100%.
Okay, guys, you've now got your business on autopilot. Jared is, and you're saying right now today, how many hours a day are you spending now yourself on your store today?
Less than an hour. I'm spending like 20 to 30 minutes per day on my store right now.
20 to 30 minutes a day. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, this is a guy that, and how much are you going to be making this month, do you think?
This month I'll probably do 500 to 600,000 in revenue, so probably about 200,000 in profit.
For half an hour a day. That's not too bad. Guys, $200,000 for 30 minutes. This is 6 months or 7 months after he started. People are saying, I wish I could just have a fraction of what Jared's doing, but what people don't understand yet, and what they will understand, is that once you get some sort of traction, scaling up is so much easier. It's that initial traction, and that depends on building that audience around the product, which they're going to be given on a silver platter. So scaling is a lot of fun. It's a lot easier. I can see it with my own eyes.
Yeah, and the problem I think is, Barry, is like a lot of people in general just don't think it's possible because, they themselves have never done it. And people in their inner circle have never done it. So they see these things, but don't actually realize that it is possible. The easiest way to do it is follow someone else who's done it already.
And yes, guys, the 2 days of virtual training starting next Thursday will be 6 hours. 6 hours. We're going to do 2 of those days. We'll make some breaks, so don't worry. So you don't need a catheter. We're going to have breaks as well, but it's going to be 6 hours on each of those 2 days. And if we need to do a third day, we need to add some more time, we're missing something, we'll just keep on going. You guys will get everything. Okay, Jared, how would you address and manage or deal with things like Chinese New Year and holiday delays in getting products to customers?
So it really depends on your supplier. Chinese New Year is a major holiday in China. So for example, I used to import products, so I would get tons of products at once. This is before I started my drop shipping business. And Chinese New Year would affect us majorly because they were shipping products on boats, and those boats wouldn't be in business during the Chinese New Year. However, my supplier now, my main supplier, they're still shipping out products because we're not shipping via sea, we're shipping via e-packet, and that stuff doesn't stop during the New Year.
Okay, there's some real beginners here. One person's asking to do this. I mean, you don't need to have you've got a computer, you need a computer, you need internet access. Anything else, I need to have a Shopify store. By the way, guys, you're going to get access to the members area on Monday. We're going to give you, we got a special Shopify deal that we can give you an extended free license. So if you haven't got a Shopify store, you're going to need a Shopify store. You're going to need to get the theme, Shoptimize. We got that at a rock bottom price for you. We're going to give you a link. Don't buy that. It's like, I think, $129 or on their website. We get it for, 60, 70, 80% off. That we're going to get to you on Monday as well. Don't worry about Clipman as well. You're going to get 45 days, 6 weeks of that for free, unlimited. And then if you want to carry on, instead of it being $97 a month, we've told them to waive all affiliate fees. We don't want to receive a red cent from our clients for this. We had to get that for $37 a month. Other than that, is there anything else? They need an Oberto account, that's for sure. Is there anything else people are going to need?
I see a lot of people asking about if it's going to work if you're international.
Yeah, great question.
Yeah, actually, it definitely works if you're international because you can target people on Facebook, from anywhere in the world. I travel the world all the time, so I'm technically, I'm a U.S. citizen, but I'm basically international. And then you're targeting people on Facebook. You're getting products from China, so it doesn't make a difference where you are. Okay.
Maria says this is going to rock. My gosh, is this going to rock? So Jared, just to be clear, listen, I'm in Israel, right? And I've got this site. It's about to hit $3,000 today. I'm not even America. Is there anything that holds a person back in the UK, in India, and Australia, New Zealand? Is there anything that's holding them back that they need to know about?
I don't know about all the payment processing stuff in other countries. I know Shopify does the payment processing for you. I honestly, I mean, the only thing I can maybe think of is like, will your bank accept payments from Shop? I don't want to give like 100% certain answer that it's all good, but I've never seen a problem, and can't really think of one.
Yeah, and Roger's in Canada, and we've got people in the UK doing this. It's I've never experienced an issue. Thank you, Emmanuel. I very much appreciate it. Thank you very much. Okay, do you need to have a PayPal account?
I would say PayPal is important because you know, a lot of people like to pay with PayPal. So you know, you don't need to have a PayPal account, but you'll be missing out on a lot of additional revenue if you don't.
Okay, and getting merchandise drop shipped from overseas, there's no need for any licenses or anything? Is there anything you need to be wary about?
No, they're shipping via e-packet, so you're not like importing and paying import taxes. It's actually just being shipped as a parcel from the factory over in China, or in certain cases, we're actually shipping from the U.S., but it's just getting shipped, you know, in a parcel from there to the consumer. So there's no licenses or anything you need.
Okay, guys, we're getting a ton of questions, guys. We're down to the wire here. I do want to try and keep a few spots. I'm not sure we're going to be able to. We got some spots available for the encore, but we really are down to the wire here. So if you got a question, fire away. It's not very often. Yeah,
I see a question from Matt. Matt, will you be able to purchase? Will we be able to purchase our products from your main supplier? Actually, yes. My main supplier has an Oberlo supply store, so you can get synced up right to him and sell that same merchandise that I'm selling.
Okay, and can you sell worldwide? Not just from worldwide, but can you sell to other countries outside of US?
Absolutely, absolutely. And then, so the US is kind of like the pinnacle of people to sell to because there's the most consumers. However, most people are marketing to the U.S., so your CPMs, or your cost to deliver ads in the U.S., is higher. It kind of balances itself out, but once you start scaling, there's no reason to avoid selling to any countries. I think there's one island off the coast of Madagascar that you can't ship to. That's all I know about.
That's shocking. Okay, Kim Edwards is asking a question. I've heard some negative things about quality issues with drop shipping. Have you ever experienced that? And if you have you found a way to handle it?
Yes, I've definitely experienced it. My advice is to order one of the products yourself first, and then you decide if you're comfortable selling it to people or not. And that's ultimately up to you. You know, one way to avoid it is to work with one supplier eventually. But the best way to avoid it is to order the product yourself and check it out.
Okay, now just to be clear, we're still testing products because you still need to find the audience. So when we say we're testing, it's through the engagement campaign and then retargeting, right? It's not that we just give you a bunch of buyers who just buy your stuff, right? We give you products that we know are selling like crazy, and we give you all the creatives, right? Which is absolutely insane. But you still need to work through that process. We're going to show you how to do it. It's not difficult. We broke it down into 4 steps. But Jared, anything you want to add to that?
Yeah, you got to just think about it. Like, the market's a huge place, and you know, maybe you're selling a product and less than 1% of people out there would buy it. How do you find those 1%? Well, you can try targeting a bunch of different people, and you might get lucky. But what we teach is you target a huge, broad, market, and try to get as many impressions and engagements as possible, so that you know who to retarget with marketing.
Exactly. So I can now say exactly. First time in my life I can say exactly, Jared. I know that's correct. By the way, I'm now hitting $2,200 for today. Let's just show you my screen. Remember, this is the loser from a week ago. You can see from my screen, December 7th was my first sales day, $51.88. I was zero. Huh? You can't see my screen? Oh, yeah. So I had it on pause for some reason. You can see it now. Thank you, Jared. December 6th, you can see I was on zero. First sale December 7th. Look at this. Every single day I have grown. And look at that. $2,177 right now today. And you think that's going to hit $3,000 by the end of today, right?
I mean, I could almost guarantee it.
Ooh. By the way, it seems to me that there are stronger times of the day and weaker times of the day. It seems this time actually is probably the weakest time of the day. Beginning of the day seems amazing, and the end of the day seems amazing. The middle of the day is less exciting.
Yeah, it kind of varies. Honestly, Facebook's weird with when they're delivering things. But typically, like right now, yeah, that's the truth. I think this morning we had a lot of sales, and tonight we should have a lot of sales as well.
Awesome. Jeff's asking, am I going to quit webinars when my store does $50,000 a day? And the answer is no. No, because Jared, I mean, I told you this when we first met, and I tell our members every single time, every time I've been doing this, and it's Roger that's basically making the commitments, not me. But this is, a change, I guess. We made a commitment, Jared, when we started out. Building a business where we're showing people how to do things online. There are some people that just sell complete garbage. You've seen people like that. This whole business has just an awful reputation. You almost are embarrassed to tell your mother that you work on the internet because of the reputation some people seem to manage to create for us. It's horrible. One commitment we made at Jared at the very beginning is that we're only ever going to share stuff that's working, and that we made a second commitment that when stuff's working for us, we'll share it and we're not going to hide it. Roger's been true to his word with his e-commerce stuff he's been doing for the last 2 years. It's been phenomenal. He did that with his offline business. That was phenomenal. And the answer is no. The opposite. The more success that I have, the more interesting ideas that I have that are working for me, the more desiring I am that I share this with an audience. Absolutely. I think, look, my background, Jared, I didn't tell you this. I was a teacher for many years. In fact, I only went into online, building an online store when I basically was unemployed and went into $100,000 in debt. And I realized even if I went into teaching, I'd never be able to get the $100,000 and $150,000 back. I almost lost my house. But I never lost that desire to teach and to communicate and to share. So that's how I became a facilitator, because I didn't know what I was doing online at the beginning. So I became a facilitator of other people. Then I started to do things myself and shared those things. I've been a facilitator when it comes to e-commerce for the last 1.5 years with Roger. This is the first time that I've become an actual doer. And again, I thank you, Jared, for giving me the incentive to do this. But no, I made a commitment. And unless I completely lose my voice, and it seems to be coming back, but other than losing my voice, I'm not intending to quit when this thing starts to blow up. Absolutely not, the opposite. I think, Jared, something that happens for entrepreneurs, tell me if this is a little bit that's happened to you, that you became so accommodating to me to do this for our members. As entrepreneurs, we're blessed. Whilst others are working like 12 hours at 15 hours a day, spending an hour in their car getting to work and back, we're sort of like these blessed people that sort of like build a business and work where they want to be, as they want to be. I'm going to be in Paris next week with my wife and kids, and I'll be able to run my business from there. No problem going to Disney World. We feel blessed, right? There's no question. And it's almost, I'm not using the right terms. It's not that we're almost embarrassed, but we almost feel that it's our obligation when people want to be able to follow us, almost feel an obligation to give back. I mean, is there a little bit inside of you that when I came calling, I said, Jerry, we got to do this for our community, that you sort of said, you know what, I'm making so much money. It's unfair almost. I need to be able to help other people. Was anything of that inside of you when I told you that?
Yeah, I've been trying to, start businesses. I've tried so many different things. And, I never really knew how close I was to finding success, and for me, it's like, you try so many things, eventually you'll get lucky and you'll figure it out. So like, I figured this out and it's been great for me. So to me, like, to be able to give back and enable people who have tried other things, who are really, desiring more out of life, who want to be able to travel, who want freedom, like, to enable people to have that, like, I almost feel like it's, you have to give back once you figure it out.
Yeah, I think that's part of it. And by the way, that's how I started out in this business, I was relying on people that were willing to give back. And Jay Conrad Levinson was the biggest mentor for me of guerrilla marketing. He gave back and completely changed my life because of it. Yeah, it's part of who we are. I think it's part of who we are as entrepreneurs. And guys, I know, and nothing gives me more pleasure, Jared. You'll meet this at the live event. Nothing gives you more satisfaction when I see our members who are successful and ultimately give back to others. We have people that are giving back to their churches, to their synagogues. We have people that are giving back to their communities. We have a guy that gave back to the entire French people. The French government came courting when they saw his e-commerce success, and he's created a program, an e-commerce program for unemployed French people. That brought tears to my eyes, that there are now people in the world that had no hope, that are learning. By the way, he only learned from us everything he knows about e-commerce. To give back to people that are unemployed is unbelievable. And I know our community gives back and will give back, and the successful ones are always giving back. I see that at our live events, and I see that in the success stories that they're generating with other people as well. So my only desire is that this, and we're entrepreneurs, so I don't even need to tell you that. It's part of what we do. It's who we are as people. So I hope that, you know, that anyone that in the past may not have given back to others, you've been given a gift. And what you're going to be getting next week and the week after is more than a gift. I don't have words to describe what Jared is going to be providing you. But what I can tell you is that when you get something like that, and yes, there's a bit of money that's in this transaction, you're investing in this, but compared to what you're getting, this is a tip of the ocean of the value you're going to be getting. But the real value you're going to get is the change this will make to you. When you have that transformation, think of those around you that you could help as well. Okay, it's important. It's important that we think beyond just making a lot of money and all the, you know, you don't see pictures of fast cars and traveling around the world here and pictures of, you know, massive houses on our webinars because Roger and I aren't into all that stuff. But giving back, I think, is a lot more important, and I know you guys share that spirit.
I think it's more than just, you know, and it's more than just giving back physically. It's more than just donating money. It's how you, like, you know, act toward the world when you're in a great mood, when you're making money, when you're doing what you want. You know, you treat people better. You know, maybe you'll make someone's day. That's something I love doing. Yeah,
it's all those things. All those things. Amen, says Matt Goodwin. He's a good friend of ours, Matt. Okay, there's still some questions coming in as we're going to wrap this up. So, question for Jared. In an initial, don't worry, you can ask me as well, guys. I'm joking. You ask Jared. He's the second fastest Shopify store owner of 2017. You should be asking him. I'm a student. I'm a student like you guys are. I just am privileged to have had this breakthrough and share it with you. Okay, in initial engagement campaigns, Jared, are you specifically targeting an audience or just sending it out very generally? Do you ever do in-depth targeting? Okay, that's question number one. Do you in-depth targeting in training? I'm not sure what that means. But are you really going super general in your initial engagement campaign?
Well, so it really depends on what product you're selling. Something that's like super viral that you don't know who would necessarily buy it, that might have a broad audience, you go really wide with it. Like something like that hamster, you know, just send it out and see, like, you know, everyone's going to enjoy that video. You know, something like, for example, like a curling iron. If you're selling, you know, you're probably not going to target men with a curling iron, you know, and, you know, you might want to break it down into different age groups. So maybe you'll have one that's, you know, targeting women who are between 18 and 30, women who are between 30 and 40, 40 and 50, just to see where you're getting cheaper engagements from. And then you can decide who you want to target after you test a little bit.
Okay, in terms of product range, what sort of price points is the sweet spot that you've found?
The sweet spot in terms of what we're selling it at, typically between like $20 and $70. That's like something that's like an impulsive buy. People can afford it. We have sold products that are $200 and done really well with it. You know, we just don't sell the same amount of volume.
Yeah. Okay. Wonderful. And let me just read out the last members to join. Reynolds Lee, our good friend, our very close friend. Zan Dina, I hope you're well. I hope your husband's doing great, Zan. Great to have you on board. Matt Oloet has joined us. Tina McQuist, our close friend from LA, New York. Lovely to have you on board. You're safe. You're on the road to $1 million. The training with Jared and myself. Alan Bowker, you're in, you're safe. Isabel Griffith. Wong, you're in, you're safe. Nasudu, you're in, you're safe. Pat O'Brien has made it. I know you were trying to join earlier. You've made it. You're safe. Abdul Aziz Patel, you've done it. Edward Tay has done it. Pauline Houghton, you're in and safe. Stuart Small, you're in and safe. Kristen Tertiata is in and safe. Maria Deval, Gary Cox, Arnold Rivers, you're in. You are safe. You are the last people to join. We are about to wrap this up. Guys, if I've missed something, if there's a last minute question, we'll ask it right away because we're about to jump off this. Excuse me, I'm just going to cough. Okay, sales taxes. Jared, how do you handle sales taxes?
Again, I'm not an accountant, but what we do is we're only charging sales tax to people who order from the state that the entity is formed in. So we're based out of Florida. If someone buys from Florida, we charge sales tax. If they don't, we're not charging sales tax.
And Shopify has that feature built in. You don't need to it's no complicated work, right?
Right. You can just set it up however you want it.
Okay, awesome, awesome. Guys, we're coming down to the absolute wire. I'm just wondering here. Guys, if we do a multi-pay for a few spots, and guys, this is only for people that absolutely, desperately need this. Just give me a me in the chat box if that would make a difference to you. All right? Just if this would make an absolute difference to you. Okay, we only got 1 or 2 people. Okay, let me just, Michael, if you can just restrict that, let me just tell you. Okay, it's restricted. All right, guys, I'm going to do it, guys. You just have to do this really fast. We got a load of people now want this. Here it is, guys. It's espeedspecial.com. espeedspecial.com. It's going to be swallowed up very quickly, guys. Just go there, espeedspecial.com. Just bring that link in. Hopefully, Michal, can you put it into the chat box? eSpeed Special. As soon as you join on that, you need to let us know in the chat box. eSpeed Special. Okay, .com. That is the link. Jared, as we start to close this up, I need to get some really big final thoughts from you. First of all, I'm just going to ask you a very simple question. Why are you doing this? Why are you giving away, I would say, $100,000 worth of value, just as email templates? I mean, I know what they're worth because I know the value of copywriting. Why are you giving away so much? Why are you willing to do this?
There's a lot of information floating around out there, and it's important that if people are investing in themselves to learn something, they learn the right thing. And
guys, hold on. Jared, sorry, I need to interrupt the question. That link is not working. We need help there. I think maybe they cut it off because they didn't want too many people there to join. Let me just find, sorry, Jared, I'll get back to you in a second. Guys, Michal, do you have a link for us? Because I think they killed that link because of spots, and then they try to reduce it, and that's why the link went down. All right, I'm just asking the team if they can get it. Okay, it's missing an S. What S is missing? Apparently, someone's managed to work it out. What is it? Speed is missing the. Okay, people are okay. You just meet. Okay, Michal put the wrong link inside the members area. That's all inside the chat. Michal, if you can put the proper link, you forgot eSpeed. You just put ePeed. No, this is not ePeed. It's eSpeed. Guys, Michal, please put the link again in one more time. It's espeedspecial.com. espeedspecial.com. Michal put ePeedspecial.com. That's a different program, guys. I am not responsible for anyone joining ePeed. That sounds a very weird program, and we have nothing to do with ePeed. We stick to eSpeed. Jared, is that your program, ePeed? Is that something you had in mind?
No, I don't even know what that is. I'm trying to find it.
No, don't. You may get some weird pictures on your screen. You don't want to go to ep.com. Okay, it's espeedspecial, guys, .com, espeedspecial.com. We got a couple of spots left, and that link should now be live. Jared, sorry, I very rudely interrupted you. You just repeat what you said.
I was just saying, you asked why I'm sharing all this information. And, if someone wants to get into e-commerce and drop shipping, I think they deserve to know, all the best information. And, not for nothing, you promised that I wouldn't hold anything back. So I'm keeping my promise to you. And I think that people, if they're investing in themselves, they, deserve whatever they're investing in.
That's very kind of you. And you've got a heart of gold. And we've got off to one heck of an amazing start together, you and I. And, I just want to first thank you for taking me out of my comfort zone. It's, you know, it's just one of those things that's like in the back of my mind. It wasn't like at the front, oh, I have to do this, because I know I'm doing other stuff and it's very important and it takes up a lot of my time. But I knew deep down, back in my mind, is that we've got an e-commerce. One of the things that we are sharing with our members is building e-commerce stores. Whether I'm bringing the best trainers in the world to do it, this is what I'm talking about. And in the back of my mind, and every time I go to a live event, people are asking, I'm facilitating at a live event. I spend more time making sure Roger gets his food than I do training at live events, because my job is to facilitate, help people with getting over hurdles. But I'm not doing e-commerce, and I will not give answers to people if I'm not an absolute expert in what I'm doing. This company doesn't do that. It will only ever share information we know that is working. So to actually have a store now of my own is, you know, thank you for that trust in me, and for that humility, for being tested like that, and to, you know, to get me out of my comfort zone. It takes quite a lot to leave a comfort zone. So thank you so much. Okay, let's go to the very final questions as we wrap this up. Okay, final questions coming in here for Jared. Jared, someone's asking, they're completely new, no experience in e-commerce, never made a red cent in their entire lives, nothing about marketing. They've always looked for the right business online. I won't mention your name, I don't want to embarrass you. They've always searched for something they could actually get their hands around, their head around, and they think they may have found it with this. Are they right? What would it take to succeed? And what would it take to fail?
Well, you know, with the 2-day training that we're offering, we're spending 6 hours per day. And it's something that, you know, if I was zipping through, I can probably do in 2 hours total. So we're spending a total of 12 hours going through all the details that it takes to set up a store. And that's everything, including how to connect your domain, you know, like simple things. And the whole second day we're spending so that you guys understand Facebook ads and how to do that, you know, how to do everything that may be complicated. So, you know, this is built to basically help anyone at any level figure this out.
Wow. Members area, guys, as soon as you join, you should be getting an email from us confirming you that you are safe. Monday, the members area will be opened up to you with the software, with Jared's course. But I would like you to reserve that course before you go over the 2-day training with us, because I want us to do this together. But that course is there for you to use at your discretion whenever you need it, whenever you want to review something. But Jared, I really think, you know, Roger and I have done this for years, those live interactions where we can answer people's questions, where people are stuck, we can answer them. I don't want anyone to get stuck, and we're going to go through this in pigeon steps. So guys, yes, some of you may not need 2 days of training, but I would like you just, you know, you're working right now with a guy that built the second fastest store of 2017. It's just incredible. And to have time with him and to have him to share with you step by step as he's giving you creatives, I think it really does behoove us, all of us, to go through this slowly with him during those 2 days, then go through the course. That will always be there for you. So guys, I know you're going to be like up in raptures, like on Monday, just wanting to dive in. I highly recommend that we do this together. The first training session's on Thursday. That's in 8 days time on Thursday. We do this together because it's going to be insane. It's just going to be insane. But guys, I know it's going to be hard to have this, to hold back and to wait a week. I know this is like, you just want to get started. That's fantastic. Trust me, it's going to be worth it. We start 10 a.m. We're going to be there to 4 p.m. Yes, there will be breaks. Maybe that's why we did ep.com. I was referring to the breaks. I don't know. It's eSpeed Special, not epspecial.com. EP Specials for the breaks. Sorry, it's a horrible joke. But there will be breaks, but we're going to go through this step by step. So work with us over those 2 days of training. And then you can refer back to the course. And then you've got the live ongoing road to $1 million with Roger, Jared, and myself as we build out my $1 million store, which is pretty impressive since I actually have done very little of the work and I'm just copy and pasting what he's doing and what he's sharing. But I want you to be able to do the same thing as well. So This is very, very special. Guys, we're down to the wire. If you've got I will not sleep for the rest of my life, or I may not wake up ever again if you don't answer this question, ask it right now. You've got the second fastest Shopify store owner of 2017 ready to answer your question. If it's a question that won't allow you to sleep, or you won't ever fall asleep again if you don't get this question answered, write it right now. We just see, what if you've got an existing store? We answered that, but again, if you've got an existing store and it's making money, Jared, would you just still regardless set up another store?
I mean, we're going to be setting up a store from scratch during the live training. So, A, you're going to just follow along and build one. You might as well. And B, it's highly unlikely that the store that you've already built, unless you're an expert in e-commerce, will convert at the level you need it to. So, simple answer, yes, you should definitely build another store.
If you have any issues, guys, Sandy, reallysuccessfulsupport.com, reallysuccessfulsupport.com. And yes, if there's some specific questions, we're going to get Jared to interact. But that's why we're going to be doing live Q&A sessions, so we can get those questions answered in a public way so everyone can benefit from them. But the address, Sandy, is reallysuccessfulsupport.com. Can we still sell our Google Shopping Network items off this new store? So people that are using Google Shopping as well, Jared, to drive traffic, and they're selling products as well on Shopify, they can still sell that in their store, because we're talking about general stores anyway, correct?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you could sell literally anything in your store because it's a general store. So there's no niche. It's just any product goes.
Okay, Amex, American Express, just use the PayPal option, Jay, and then you should be able to use American Express on PayPal. Okay, but just go to PayPal and then you can use credit card there. Do you have to go to Atlanta to get access to all the information? No, Leslie, of course you don't. But if you had the opportunity to go to a $35,000 event in person with Jared and spend time with him and Roger, myself, and to meet other fellow members that are going through this process and to joint venture, it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, Leslie. So of course you don't. We're going to give you everything. But I think everyone that joins us for a live event knows the value of a live event. There's something unique about live events, but most people don't have $35,000 to spend. So this investment is obviously a lot less. In fact, it's majorly less. It's nowhere close to a $10,000 either. If our Shopify store is not successful, should I close it and then build a new one, or do I keep it going?
Is that question referring to an existing store? Yeah,
someone's got an existing store that's not making any sales.
Yeah, no, again, I think that it's better to start from scratch, follow along with what I'm going to be teaching, so that you make sure you build a store that converts as well as possible.
Do we need to get a logo and banner done, or is the freelancer, are you going to share your people you recommend to work with? They'll take care of that as well?
If you have someone who can do a logo and banner for you, you're more than welcome to. I'm going to be sharing with you a cheap and easy method, which you'll probably end up using a lot in life anyway. So, I mean, if you have a go-to designer, go for it. But if not, we'll be going through how to do that cost efficiently.
Do we use a new pixel for this store from existing business account? Is it advisable to get a new Facebook account for this to reduce the chances of getting our account banned? Have you ever experienced anything like that?
Yeah, so you can use the same business manager. You're going to want to set up a new ad account. In fact, I would recommend you set up like 5 or 6 ad accounts, just, as almost like as an insurance policy if one ever gets banned. So we'll use a new pixel and a new ad account.
Okay, the live event is February 5th and 6th, Atlanta, Georgia. February 5th and 6th, Atlanta, Georgia. Okay. I have a nice template. Can I use that one instead? Guys, I'm going to answer that. There's the guy that's got the second fastest Shopify store of 2017 is telling you this is a platform, or this is a theme that I'd recommend. I think one of the main keys of making money with Shopify is actually just listening to people that are actually doing it. If you're making a ton of money with your theme, then you can test it. Test it with Jared's theme. My recommendation, go with Jared's. I mean, it'd be crazy. I mean, I don't have time to even think about this, so I just ran with Shoptimize. I just ran with it, stuck it up there, and ran with it. But I don't waste your time overthinking and thinking you got something that's beautiful. It doesn't make a difference. I don't care if it's beautiful. His thing is converting like bonkers. Is there going to be a live stream of the event? We're not sure yet. If you want to join, but you can't join, put it this way, if you join and can't show up, then we'll make sure there's a live stream of that event. Okay, right now we're not sure if there's going to be one. Are you going to send us instructions how to set up a Facebook business account? Are you going to go that specific, Jared, or are you going to just give them a reference tip?
Yeah, so all that stuff's actually in the course that you'll be getting. So yeah, no problem. I'm not sure if we're going to dive in like too specific during the live training yet, but you have videos of how to do that in your course. Okay,
so that specifically you'll find, do you remember where it is in the course? If not, search for it. And members, you can reach out to reallysuccessfulsupport.com. And Jared, if you can let Michal know where that is. So on Monday, they can make reference of that video so they can get set up in preparation, okay?
Yep, absolutely.
Okay, guys, there's a lot of questions here for people that won't be able to sleep tonight if they don't get this answered. Are we creating a general store? The answer is yes. Should we get a new domain now or wait to the training? Can you give any advice on, like, I mean, mine is very, I mean, I wouldn't have chosen this name. You chose this name for me. Overstockstuff.com. It's like, that doesn't sound so great, but it's working like gangbusters, so I'm not going to argue about it. But what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, the name is actually realistically not so important. It's more important about the products you're selling and the way you're targeting your audiences. But yeah, in preparation, you can go ahead and get a new domain. You can get it on GoDaddy, and it's super easy to integrate with Shopify. Just linking it up is like the click of a mouse.
Excuse me. Kathy's asking, how do you sign up for Atlanta? Or you should have received that on the thank you page. There's a select group of people that did. Under the circumstances, we're going to open this up for everyone. Kathy, reach out to Really Successful Support, and Michal will give you a link that you can view that video if you didn't yet see it. Is there anyone here that wants to join us for Atlanta that didn't see the video or wasn't able to sign up? Just give me a big me in the chat box. If you're trying to join us in Atlanta but did not see it in the chat box. Okay. What I need you to do then, if you didn't see that, is go to saveespeed.com. Even if you joined, go to saveespeed.com and explain that you couldn't see that video for whatever reason. I do apologize. Go to saveespeed.com, fill out the form, and explain you want to join Atlanta. We've got very, very limited spots available for Atlanta at a bargain. When I say a bargain, it's a joke. It's an absolute bucket bargain that's available for you right now. Head over there right now to saveespeed.com and explain to the guys what's happened. And that is it. All right. It looks like we are done, guys, unless one final question. Okay. You know what, guys, those questions you can reach out to reallysuccessfulsupport.com, reallysuccessfulsupport.com. The last people to join, Gary Van Kuken, you're in, you're safe. Peter Krekukis, you're in, you're safe. Leslie Borjoli, you're in. Greg Herbert, you're safe. Donald Fanian, Brian Volovsky, you're in, you're safe. Anita Gerhard, you're in. Gerhard, our good friend, Anita. When am I going to meet you, Anita? When are we going to meet? You're in and you're safe. Emmanuel, you're in and you're safe. Julian Hadley, you're in, you're safe. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay. Awesome. Thank you, John, for your good get well messages. All right, as we always do, you know what? I'm going to bring Michal. Michal has spent 3 hours typing away, sometimes to a dead screen because the chat was blocked. I want to get some words in from our one and only Michal. Michal, are you there? I hope you haven't fallen asleep on us, Michal.
Nope, still here.
Listen, Michal, there's one good thing. At least our kids aren't bugging us at 1 o'clock in the morning our time.
Actually, I have one on my lap right now.
Oh my gosh! After I just said that, I'm sorry, Michal. Michal, what are your comments about this? What are your thoughts? This is insanity. Can you believe
Well,
what
I
we're
have
doing here,
to say
Jared?
that I've never had a chat freeze on me for 10 full minutes. I was like in full panic mode. I couldn't answer anyone.
Yeah, unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable.
Yeah.
People, I think, are very excited, but it tells you the excitement that our community has for e-commerce. And when they see something that's amazing, and someone's willing to offer as much as Jared's willing to do for them, it's absolutely sensational. Absolutely sensational. Michal, any comments you'd just like to make before we part company today?
I'm very excited. I think that everyone else is excited as well. I think one of the biggest things we see on support that people are struggling with is, finding the right products, getting their copyright on their ads, and just putting the whole picture together. So I think that with all of Jared's help, they're going to be set, and it's very exciting.
Thank you for that, Michal. And of course, Michal is there for you every step of the way. ReallySuccessfulSupport.com. ReallySuccessfulSupport.com. Guys, I need everyone to give me a tier of underachievement and depression. I've only hit $2,225 so far. Jared, we haven't hit 3,000. I think we need a collective groan of disappointment, of crying, weeping tears, Kleenex out. I'm joking.
We're hitting 3,000. We're only at 5:48 p.m. here Eastern time. We still got 6 hours left, so we're gonna.
Guys, yeah, I'm just joking. I'm absolutely joking. This is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. And again, Jared's the man for doing this. All right, we're gonna leave the last word with the. Since he's never done a webinar before. By the way, he may never do another webinar again. This one's 3 hours. He's then gonna do 6 hours twice. This might be the end of your webinar career, Mr. Jared, after we've just going to put you through 15 hours. This is a baptism of fire, if ever you had one. What are your final words? Do you have any energy left for next week?
Guys, yes, of course I have energy left for next week, or I wouldn't have got into this. I can't wait to show all the steps, step by step, to get through everything. Barry, it was a pleasure being on my first webinar with you. It really only felt like 30 minutes. I can't believe it's been 3 hours.
Yeah.
And I'm so pumped for the future. So, all right, guys.
Awesome. We see you guys Thursday. We're not going to last word. It's almost the last word. I'm just going to sign off to everyone. Guys, the links are getespeed.com. Save eSpeed if you are having a problem joining. eSpeed special at 3Pay if there's any spots left available. Do that. Write down the link that's applicable to you, and do whatever you need to do over the coming minutes. I think we're going to have to cancel a couple of those encores, unfortunately, because our numbers are so high from this event today. Jared, you've been amazing. Michal and the team, you guys have been fantastic. If you have any questions, reallysuccessfulsupport.com. I'm about to go downstairs and get another honey tea because my throat's about to explode. So, guys, I'm signing off. Out of energy, out of air. Fever is at fever pitch at the moment for multiple reasons, including the fact that I've just produced something I think which is amazing from Jared. So guys, looking forward to spending quality time with you guys Thursday next week. Let's go and crush it together, guys. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.